We apologize once again for experiencing technical difficulties with the audio portion of our program feed from the New York Rangers and Minnesota North Stars hockey game. Please stand by. Thank you.
You know the difference between this Visa and MasterCard and some others. These cards now carry one of the lowest interest rates in the country. Others may not. See, these cards are from manufacturers Hanover, and we've just dropped the interest rates on all our credit cards to a lower rate than many other banks are offering. So if you want any of our credit cards with one of the lowest rates anywhere, call 1-800-342-0200. And if you want someone else's cards, well, it's your money.
And he sends it wide.
44 100% pure, it floats. For over 100 years, those words have meant Ivory. Today, Ivory freshens more complexions and helps more people feel clean, look healthy than any other soap. For a natural and pure kind of clean, one soap still rises to the top. Ivory.
Here's to you, Beechwood Age, for that clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
Mike Ridley was a little...
play by Brian Bellows.
Bellows and Beck. Strength against strength in the corner. Whistle. Penalty call. Interference. Looks like Don Maloney. Don Maloney will be called for interference, and the North Stars will have a man advantage. 11:36 to go in this first period. There is no score.
Donnie Maloney's going off. Now look at Roots run, and he pinches, and out they come. 2-on-1. Now watch the pass, and Beck, watch him go down. Now keep your eye on Beck. Beautiful play by Barry Beck to block that shot. Great anticipation. But Bellows should have shot that puck early. Now here's supposed to be the penalty. Let's see. Interference?
8:24. Holding, maybe. Interference at 8:24.
Grabbing.
In any event, it's a penalty. Power play for the North Stars. Their big man on the power play is Kent Nielsen, who has 5 of his 6 goals this year on the power play.
Minnesota North Stars are 10th in the National Hockey League in power play. The Rangers ranked 15th in the penalty killing. And that's an area they've got to get better in.
Well, they did well last night, holding the Winnipeg Jets 0 for 5.
Yep.
Brooks throws the puck out of the zone and whistles for a hand pass.
The net's off the
Oh,
thing.
the net.
I was going to say, how could that be a hand pass? He
No
passed
way.
it to the North Stars. That's the second time that goalpost has come off. The left goalpost. Bobby Brook really scored a great goal last night, I thought. He tucked that one under the crossbar beautifully. Rangers.
There were a lot of good goals last night.
Yeah, it was nice to see for a change.
Good evening, everyone. Watching us in New York and around the country. We had some audio problems. Things are straightened out. We welcome you to the Met Center in Bloomington, Minnesota. 11:14 to go. In the first period, there is no score. We thank you for your patience. I'm glad you stayed with us. You missed some great comments by Phil, I have to tell you. He's been saying some great things tonight. Dirk Graham, North Stars on a power play. Driving it around. Ron Scott stops the puck. Rangers try to clear. It's deflected in front. Jan Eriksson finds it and sends out Bob Brook. Brook against
He's
Kurt
in.
Giles.
Laidlaw's in.
Little too far for Laidlaw. On the board, Cicerelli trying to work it out. Cicerelli falls down. Now Graham sends it to Giles and weaves his way out. A minute to go on the penalty to Don Maloney. 10:35 to go, first period, no score. Good job by Laidlaw working the boards. Good check and clears. Boy, Laidlaw's been playing well.
All the defense played real well last night, I thought.
Willie Plett is just back from a shoulder injury. Had a shoulder separation. Kent Nielsen, who has 6 goals on the season, 5 on the power play. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Bellows with a feed to Broughton. Broughton comes in against Beck. Broughton looks across. Deflected by Ridley. Thrown in by Nielsen to Bellows. James Patrick on him. Around to Broughton in the corner. Broughton looking in front. Throws it, deflection, score. Willie Plett. Beautiful play by Broughton.
Willie Plett standing right in front of the net. James Patrick just letting him stand. And when you look at the replay, watch Ronnie Scott's right pad as he moved it real quick. Okay, here's Broughton. On the right of your screen is Willie Plett. Now Plett standing in front, and there's a deflection, and you see Scott's pad move real quick. Maybe on this angle we'll see it a lot better. Here's Broughton. Now keep the eye up on top. The puck goes in there. Here's the deflection. See his right pad? No chance whatsoever. He kicked out at that. And maybe the only way, you know, it's easy to second guess, is just stand there, I suppose. But how's he supposed to know Plett's going to deflect it?
Plett's second goal of the season. I'll tell you, Minnesota's missed his strength. He's a big guy up front. They need him in there. Delayed offside coming to the Minnesota North Stars. The Rangers have the puck and send it out. 9:35 to go in the first period. North Stars lead 1-0. Two-line pass whistled against the Rangers. 9:35 to go in this first period. The North Stars get the early lead.
That man right there scored the goal.
Team, it's time for our trip to the field. Volunteers? Pelkey again.
Pelkey again!
Why does the intrepid Pelkey take to the field when others head for the hills?
It's Pelkey again!
He belongs to Eastern Airlines Frequent Traveler program, which helps him earn free trips to fabulous places.
Ooh, it's Pelkey again.
Shouldn't you be an Eastern frequent traveler?
10:04, the time of the goal. Willie Plett is second. A power play goal. Bellows and Broughton get the assist on it.
Sent in by Bob Rouse around the boards. Ruotsalainen goes over. Gord Shervin checking him. Thrown in front. Beck clearing it away. Plett right after it. Rangers come out. Greshner drops it in the corner. Erickson chasing after it. Beaupre knocks it to the boards. Erickson along the boards. Checked by Bob Rouse. In comes Gord Shervin to work it up the boards. Greshner trying to keep it in. Erickson across the brook. He shoots. Oh, what a save. A beauty by Don Beaupre.
That was a great snapshot by Bobby Brook. A super shot right on the spot. And he just was beat by Beaupre. That's simple. Watch the left hand of Beaupre. That's the key. There's the snapshot. Look at that left hand. It's behind him. He juggles a little bit, but he catches it anyway. Again, there's the snapshot. Good weight forward. Excellent snapshot. Right on the stick. He didn't take the stick back. Had the puck on the stick and snapped it. Good save by Beaupre.
We were talking earlier the fact that Bob Brook had a real good goal last night in the game against Winnipeg.
Oh, did he tuck that underneath?
And shot that last one very nicely. Coming down to 9 minutes to go, first period. Captain Craig Hartsburg sends out Neil Broughton. Broughton recovers the puck. Leads Scott Bjugstad. Bellows to Broughton for the shot that's blocked by James Patrick. Rangers clear the puck out. Rangers are out shooting the North Stars 9-3. Minnesota leads 1-0. That puck deflected up into the crowd, stopping play. North Stars are winless in their last 4, 3 losses and a tie. The Rangers have won their last 2 road games, Monday night in Pittsburgh, excuse me, and then last night in Winnipeg.
There's Brian Bellows wearing Louis Nanny's old number. Now, he's a general manager, and if he gave his number away, he's got to think highly of him.
I think he does. His first-round pick a few years back, and Bellows has been a strong player. Mark Pavlich can't stop that pass, and it's picked up. Oops. A little confusion on the Ranger back line. Patrick and Samuelson trying to get their position set. And now Raimo Helminen comes out. Throws it into the corner. Helminen moved to the left wing last night on this line with Pavlich and Sandstrom. Helminen to Sandstrom. He tries to stuff it in, and Beaupre stops it at the goal line.
Thomas Sandstrom put it in anyway after the whistle. That's why I like this guy, you know? I mean, he
never stops.
He never stops. Here's a good check on Nielsen. And then, or Bjugstad, excuse me, and then he takes the puck, strips it, and then he tries to stuff. He keeps stuffing, and that was a heck of a save right there by Beaupre. Look how he went down on his right hand. You see that right hand bend?
Thomas Sandstrom, what a play he made last night, setting up Helminen after he was knocked down twice at the side of the net, got up and made the feed to Helminen.
He just does not give up. Imagine the St. Louis Blues has the best division or best record in this division. And look at Detroit. They only won, what, 3 games? And only
Detroit, 2 games.
2 games and only 1 point of the first, 2 points out of first place.
Osborne in the corner, checked by Marouk. Feed for Ridley, save again. Oh, Beaupre is hot. Don Beaupre is stopping the Rangers here. That's the second time Ridley has been stopped right in front.
Watch this snapshot by Mike Ridley. You talk about a great snapshot. Osborne doing great work. Watch, right on the stick and then shoot. Beautiful snapshot by Mike Ridley. He's tied for 3rd place in the National Hockey League rookie scoring.
5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points. Here comes Kelly Miller. Back pass for Osborne. His shot was blocked. Kept in by Laidlaw. Kurt Giles plays it. Kent. Miller to Osborne. The centering pass blocked by Beaupre. Heads up play by Don Beaupre.
This line of Osborne, Miller, and Ridley are really working well together. They're clicking. Like we talked last night, they just are clicking beautifully together. He's playing fantastic at right wing.
Mark Osborne is really working hard. There's Lorne Henning, former New York Islander, former assistant coach with the Islanders. Last year coached at Springfield, the American Hockey League, the minor league team that's shared by the Islanders and Minnesota. And here he is, the head coach of the North Stars. 33-year-old Lorne Henning. Ledyard.
Is that all he is, eh?
33 years old.
He's been around a while, too.
He'll be my guest after the second period. Interesting conversation with Lorne. Rouse sends it ahead. Stopped at the line by Laidlaw. Shot blocked. Out comes Dirk Graham. Ledyard is back. Graham comes in. Saved by Scott.
That was a good play by that guy, Dirk Cram.
He's quick.
Yeah, and he used his body real nice to shade off Ledyard.
Ledyard comes across the line. Nice speed for Osborne. In front for Ridley. He shot it wide. Graham sends out Acton.
4 chances Ridley has had. Good chances.
Well, if he keeps getting the chances, he's going to sooner or later cash in. 6:58 to go. In this first period, 1-0 Minnesota on the power play goal by Willie Plett. Dirk Graham can't control. Beck couldn't clear it. In the corner, McKegney and Ruotsalainen. The puck sitting there behind the goal. McKegney and Ruotsalainen battle for it. Into the corner, centered, knocked aside by Scott. It's behind the net. Acton digging for it, being held.
Does he ever?
Peter Sundstrom was just holding the stick of Keith Acton. Rangers trying to freeze it, now finally work it free, and here comes Peter Sundstrom. Playing in place of the ill Steve Patrick, has a touch of the flu. Sundstrom sending it in, stopped by Beaupre, covers up. 6:20 to go, first period. North Stars lead the Rangers 1-0.
The memory of your first new car, like your first new love, never goes away.
The Oldsmobile Forenza. If you're getting your first new car and 7,800 and change sounds good, get the Olds Forenza. With a Forenza, you'll always say your first was your best.
The memory never goes away from the good old skies.
6 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first period. 1-0 the North Stars lead on a goal by Willie Plett, a power play goal.
Ron Greshner, who
Scored his 500th last. Is that what you were going to say?
he had his family up there to see him score his 500th NHL point, and they finally gave him the assist on that goal.
So he had his 350 assists also in the NHL.
Got 2 assists last night. Lawton was pulled down by Beck, then Beck falls down, and now Greshner has the puck. Lawton. Checked by Brook, he sends it in. Scott stops it. Ruotsalainen. His pass was blocked. Centered back to Hartsburg. Throws it wide of the net. Plett plays it. Plett behind for Lawton. Shervin is in front. Lawton checked by Beck. Scott knocks it into the corner. Shervin has the puck. Checked by Ruotsalainen. In comes Lawton for Plett. The shot is blocked by Beck. Now Beck doing a good job on Willie Plett.
He came out far, too. He came out far to get him. Plett was way up in the deep slot.
Well, he really needs to do that because of Plett's strength. The smaller guy could never handle Plett in front. This is Dave Richter with a puck, sending it around to Craig Hartsburg. Hartsburg, who's been bothered by injuries the last 2 years, really cut short both seasons. Beaupre leaves it for Hartsburg.
Minnesota's getting a lot rougher right now.
James Patrick keeps it in. And Beaupre smothers the loose puck in front. With 5:02 to go in this first period.
What I mean by them getting a lot rougher is they got the elbows up. Look at Beaupre. He's looking up at the scoreboard. North Stars have only 1 shot in the last 5 minutes since they scored the goal. The Rangers are shooting them 10-3. Don Beaupre, you know where he played junior, huh?
Sioux?
No, Sudbury. Not far from the Sioux.
You faked me out on that one. James Patrick with a shot wide of the net. Scott Bjugstad over. Bjugstad intercepted. Shot by Helman in his block. Helman gets it back, beats Samuelson. Across for Pavlich, who was knocked away by Giles. And Giles comes out. Taken away by Remo Helmanen. Now it's Sandstrom coming in. Checked by Giles. Lost his stick. Tried to freeze the puck. Couldn't do it. And here's Bellows. Bellows looks up, goes rink wide. Nice feed to Neil Broughton. Samuelson over in front for Bjugstad. He was tied up by Pavlich coming back.
That was a great play by Mark Pavlich. A super play.
Broughton took it out of the zone and back in offside Minnesota with 4:25 to go. Neil Broughton, who scored 98 points in his rookie year, has gone down last year, really off season for him, down to 56 points, but is playing well thus far this season.
Well, for the North Stars to be anywhere, they're going to have guys like him and Tom McCarthy who are hurt, and Brian Bellows, and they've got to do that. You know, they've got to get a lot more offensive abilities in scoring from guys like that. Can you imagine this St. Louis Blues have won one game in the last 8 and they're still in first place in that division?
Hey, this division is really strange. Beaupre stops the puck for Roberts, sends it around for Lawton, and Lawton comes out on the right side of Cicerelli. Laidlaw is there to meet him at the line. Nice drop pass for Lawton. He's in. He shoots. Save Scott. The rebound is loose.
Good stuff. Oh, what was that giveaway?
Lawton comes back. Lawton tries again, and Cicerelli missed the deflection. Lawton bangs with Ridley. Cicerelli comes off the corner. He's thumped. Penalty call on the Rangers.
Mike Ridley's going to go for hooking.
3:53 to go, first period, 1-0. North Stars, they'll have a power play in a moment.
Before Ridley got that penalty, Cicerelli came in with an elbow and nailed Ridley.
Every day is gonna be your day. You know the feeling and you know the way. Your style brings out the best. You know what it takes to live life free, fresh. Cause Coke is me and Coke is you. Coke belongs to you and everything you do. You know you're going one better. We've got a taste for you. Coca-Cola.
Now, watch Dino Cicerelli's right arm come in on Ridley. Left arm, excuse me, look at that. Now, that is high-sticking elbowing right there, penalty. Now, Ridley turns around and hooks him right there, and down goes Cicerelli. He dove a little bit, but it was a great hook. Is there such a thing? 16:07 for Ridley. Second power play. They scored on their first one.
James Patrick chased by Bellows to Broughton. Broughton. Hartsburg to Bellows. His pass is blocked. Backhander's in. They score. It's Neil Broughton and a power play goal.
And that goal was scored because of Willie Plett again. Sam, you were following the play. I was watching Willie Plett in front of the net. Barry Beck could not move him. Now, in a replay, let's watch this. There's Hartsburg. He goes over to Bellows. Bellows to Broughton. And there, Broughton whacks it. But you notice that Beck was with Willie Plett. I don't know whether Bellows or Broughton got that goal.
His stick.
Yeah, it might have been. But look at the bottom and left of your screen. See Plett and Beck?
Wow.
Now, he couldn't get him out of there. And that's why that goal was scored, because Beck could not leave his position.
2-0. North Stars leading on 2 power play goals. To the boards, Peter Sundstrom and Brian Bellows. Still looking for the puck is Don Maloney, being held by Bob Rouse. Sundstrom comes over. He's checked by Bellows. Rouse is just holding on to Don Maloney, and the whistle stops play. 3:16 to go.
Well, Marinelli does not call a lot of holding, and that's for sure. He lets a lot of things go. I don't know this guy as well as some of the other referees. Donnie Maloney shaking his head, and he has a right to. You're right, he was being held there. You know, sometimes you know some of those referees. But I'm getting too old now, Sam. I've been gone too long.
Brian Bellows gets the goal, his 7th of the season, his 3rd power play goal of the season. And you look at Don Maloney, a lot of frustration. Don has really been pressing, and he's really been upset last few games. There's a quick shot, hit the post. It bounced off Beaupre and hit the post.
Great play by Sandstrom again. He just came in there. Brian Bellows gets the goal at 16:20, his 7th. Hartsburg and Broughton get the assists.
North Stars called for icing with 3:04 to go in this first period. Rangers have outshot the North Stars 13-5.
Watch out the face-off. Now watch the right top of your screen. Here he comes. Sandstrom. Quickly. Snap. Save and off the post. Bing.
Oh. Wow. Good play by Sandstrom.
That's right, because he moved in quick.
Remember, you were talking about getting that shot off quickly with him when we talked at Winnipeg.
That's, well, he has a tendency to take it off his stick once it's on his stick. That just gives the goaltender and everybody else a chance to get ready.
Acton beats Pavlich on the draw. Hartsburg sends it around the boards for Dirk Graham. Lost it to James Patrick. Patrick being grabbed by Richter. Sandstrom sends it up to Shell Samuelson, knocked out by Acton. Ramo Helminen is back there for it. Finds James Patrick in center. Lead for Sandstrom. Triple team. Sandstrom gets loose. Hooks the puck. Tried to keep it in play. Jumped up, but it went up into the crowd. Good hustle by Thomas Sandstrom. 2:39 to go. Thomas Sandstrom, 5th on the team in scoring, 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points.
So far, North Stars have scored 2 power play goals, and the Rangers are the least penalized team in the National Hockey League. And Philadelphia is the most penalized, but good thing tonight. 2 power play goals and 2 chances.
Well, that was one thing that the Rangers were concerned about, about giving the North Stars power play opportunities. And the North Stars have cashed in. Beaupre has been hot in this first. Giles has the puck. Pressure forechecking. All the way down. It's on goal. Ron Scott has to play it. With the lineup. Off the back of the net. Beck picks it up. Puck is bouncing an awful lot. Off the skate of Bob Rook. Checking his lot. With the lineup. Dumps it in. Beaupre stops the puck, sends it around the boards. Pressure being held up along the boards by Lawton. Rook behind the net over skate. Dave Langevin on for the Minnesota North Stars, number 6. In front against Gresham. Penalty upcoming. Penalty for tripping. Tripping is the call against George Sherman. He let Hunter go on. He knows that. How do you figure? Chance for the Rangers. George Sherman will go off for tripping with 1:54 to go in the period. Watch Sherman skate. Right skate. Watch. He kicks the other skate out. Right now. Well, that was a trip. Yeah, but what I'm saying is he's got 100 others.
How to lay off the puck.
Good forechecking by the North Stars. Now Helminen able to come to center. Nice feed to Ruotsalainen against Gord Roberts. Back pass to Helminen. Knocked away by Graham. Here's a 2-on-1. Graham has action on the right. Beck is back. Graham shoots wide. And the Rangers pick up the puck with 1:05 to go in the first period.
Look at that puck bounce.
Pavlich tied up by Dirk Graham. Rangers on a power play with less than a minute to go in the first period. North Stars lead 2-0. Rangers would love to get one back here and get some momentum going. Pavlich finally finds his way into the North Star zone. To James Patrick. Ledyard shoots, deflected and stopped by Langevin, able to clear the zone. Good play by Langevin in front. 35 seconds to go in the period. Osborne to Ledyard. He's bumped and down he goes. But the Rangers come in. Greshner couldn't control the puck. Greshner to James Patrick. Back to Greshner. Comes out of the corner. Across. And it hit the post. Osborne had a wide open net.
Wow.
Greshner again. Greshner being hooked by Langevin. Kicks it over to Osborne. The back pass. In comes James Patrick. Now to Ledyard. 12 seconds to go. Feed to Osborne. Osborne. 8 seconds to go in the period. And the Rangers couldn't get the pass across. It was cleared out by Bjugstad. 2 seconds to go in the period. Greshner. And the horn sounds, ending the period. 6 seconds to go in the power play. Ron Scott skates off to the Rangers bench. The difference in the game thus far, Don Beaupre.
Absolutely. He's played unbelievable. That play by Greshner across to Osborne. Watch on the top of your screen, that's Osborne. You see him hanging there and right at the top. He has got a wide open net. And he just banked it off the goalpost. He got it right on the heel of his stick.
Heel of the stick. So the North Stars with 2 power play goals. And at the end of 1, it's the North Stars 2 and the Rangers nothing. We'll be back to talk with Mike Ridley in just a moment.
I had a picture.
I'm too scared to take pictures.
And I'm not smart enough.
Anyone can take great pictures with Minolta's 35mm autofocus compact. Minolta Freedom 2 for decision-free pictures, and Minolta Talker for words of wisdom.
Too dark. Use flash.
Both are autofocus, auto everything.
Hey, Dorothy.
Minolta, Freedom 2, and Talker, autofocus wizardry.
Only from the mind of Minolta.
Burger King would like you to take the quarter-pound quiz. Ready? Who has the quarter-pound double burger topped with hot melted Swiss and the tender sliced mushrooms you crave? The quarter-pound double cheeseburger smothered in pizza sauce and the melted mozzarella you long for? And the double cheeseburger with taco sauce and jalapeno cheese, all for a limited time only. Excellent. Aren't you hungry for Burger King now?
If you want a powerful computer, call a powerful computer company. Call another for voice and networking, and yet another for office automation. But if you want it all working together, call 9X Business Information Systems. You see, we don't make equipment, but we can make all the right recommendations and make it all work together in one neat package. 9X Business Information Systems.
Final call, Flight 1092. Final call.
The trouble with changing planes at some airports in the Midwest is the atmosphere inside the terminal can get a bit turbulent. That's why business people who know better fly Eastern Airlines to Kansas City, where they can connect to cities all over the West in a far calmer atmosphere. Eastern has more service than ever from Kansas City to the West, so fly Eastern to Kansas City. You'll skate right through.
Welcome back to the Bet Center. We're between the first and second periods of tonight's game between the New York Rangers and the Minnesota North Stars. And my guest is Rangers rookie Mike Ridley, who has stepped in as a free agent and just been outstanding thus far this season. Mike, certainly you have to be very pleased with the way you've been playing.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with the way I'm playing so far. I came here with no great expectations, and it's turned out pretty good for me.
Mike, do you find that the intelligence of your game has been an important factor in your success?
I guess it's everything together, but I like to try and think smart out on the ice, and so with that, I'm doing all right.
Has that been a key factor in the way you've made the team, or do you feel your hustle and desire was the key factor in making the team in training camp?
Well, it's a combination of everything, but hustle really makes up for a lot of deficiencies out there.
Now, early on, we were told that at about 16 you broke your leg, and that hampered your development. Can you tell us a little about that?
Well, actually, it was when I was 15. We're playing minor midget hockey in Winnipeg, and I was playing against James Patrick's team, and he happened to hit me at the blue line. I broke my leg, so I ended up missing the rest of the season.
Do you feel that hampered your development and maybe turned or shied scouts away from you?
No, I don't think so. I think most players have injuries throughout their careers, so it just happened that mine was at a pretty crucial time, so it's hard to say if it ever did hurt me that much.
Were you disappointed when you weren't drafted during the course of your collegiate career?
Not really, because I hadn't really proved myself to scouts, so I wasn't really looking to be drafted.
When we talked with John Ferguson in Winnipeg, and we asked him, how did Mike Ridley escape your grasp in Winnipeg? He said, well, I never really knew that he wanted to be a professional hockey player. I thought maybe he wanted to be a professional student. Can you tell us a little about that?
I don't know about that. I think everybody playing hockey, all kids, they dream of playing in National Hockey League. You can't really say that I didn't want to play professional hockey. So if he would have given me a chance, I would have taken it.
Now, when you were scouted by Reg Higgs, he obviously knew a lot about you. What happened? Did he call you and say, we want you to come to the Rangers camp?
Yeah, in early July or end of June, he had called me up for a tryout in New York, and so I decided to take it.
Now, when people say they're surprised, are you surprised that you've been able to make it thus far, that you've been able to adjust to the speed of the NHL game and step right in?
Well, I haven't really adjusted totally yet. It takes quite a while to get really fully adjusted, but I think I'm surprised myself so far by doing so well.
When you say you haven't adjusted totally, what are you still working on?
Well, everything, the all-around game, the quickness, the speed of the goalies and the defensemen. But things will come in practice and that, and so I'll get better.
Well, we're pleased. I think all the fans are pleased with the way you've performed, and congratulations thus far and continued good luck.
Thanks.
Mike Ridley, New York Rangers rookie, doing a good job thus far in the 1985-86 season. We'll be back to the Met Center with more New York Rangers hockey in just a moment.
Samsung VCRs and other fine products are available at Newmarket Lewis, Caldor, Crazy Eddie, Sam Goody, or call 800-255-255.
Ivory smell his favorite so fondly has come to mean a heritage of purity, a natural kind of clean.
99 and 44 100% pure. It floats. For over 100 years, those words have meant ivory. Today, ivory freshens more complexions and helps more people feel clean, look healthy than any other soap. For a natural and pure kind of clean, one soap still rises to the top. Ivory.
Mom, have you seen the Yellow Pages?
Did you look in the closet?
Dina, do you have the Yellow Pages?
Check the den.
Dad, where's the Yellow Pages?
Look upstairs.
I looked already.
Over the years, one book has been in more homes, helping people throughout New York find more goods and services. The 9X Yellow Pages. It's always there when you need it.
Manufacturers Hanover Trust is taking banking out of the bank. No more bank lines. No more banker's hours. No more bank. It's bankless banking. And you can do it almost any place you happen to be, even your own hometown. For more information and a free bankless banking kit, just call us at 1-800-MHT-BANK. 1-800-MHT-BANK. Manufacturers Hanover's bankless banking. We realize your potential.
Who says you can't have it all? Who says you can't love your work and return to pay? Who says you can't have light beer with super premium taste? Michelob Light. Oh, yes, you can. Michelob Light. Oh, yes, you can.
Super premium taste and a less filling beer.
Michelob Light. Oh, yes, you can. Have it all.
Welcome back to the Met Center in Bloomington, Minnesota, where the New York Rangers are trailing the Minnesota North Stars 2-0. We're between the first and second periods. As you know, we're in the second month of the National Hockey League season, and already a lot of wild and wacky things have happened, a lot of interesting things, a lot of weird shots. Well, we want to take a look back at some of those things you may have seen, want to see again, some of those things you'll see for the first time. And Bruce Beck has a look at some of the interesting things in the NHL.
It happened in the NHL in October. On this play, Rod Langway auditioned for the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. Talk about your heady defenseman. Here, Joe Cirella lends Chico Resch some help. Looks like a new type of fast break. This end-to-end rush is implemented by Terry Kleisinger of the Rangers, who clobbers Philadelphia's Bob Frost in a wild and woolly preseason game. Things get a bit confusing when a coach is ejected from a game. Brian Murray can't find his game notes, but he does manage to get in a few parting remarks to referee Andy Van Helleman. Devils coach Doug Carpenter has a keen sense of style, but he loses part of his outfit in this argument. The cheap shot of the month, Chris Nyland, who received an 8-game suspension. Phil Sykes levels Nevin Marquardt with one quick blow. From a one-punch knockout to a barrage of 17 consecutive hits by Minnesota lefty Dave Richter. It happened at Madison Square Garden on October 25th and may have signaled the start of a new craze. This dancing dynamo was just devastating. And the ladies loved it. The goal of the month happened at the Meadowlands Arena. Dennis Savard gets the puck in the center zone, and the rest is history. Not all pucks go cleanly through the net. This is the best no-goal goal of the month, credited to Los Angeles' Doug Smith. Ron Fournier must have gotten a busy signal shortly thereafter, much to Coach Butch Goring's chagrin. To cap it all off, this play in Vancouver, Mr. Purdy stopped by Pete Peters, but gets the rebound and scores. Dennis Farrell sent Purdy on his way out of the arena, but the young enthusiast figured it was only worth 2 minutes.
Running smooth and silent, Exxon, Exxon. Running strong and sure, Exxon, Exxon. Running smooth and easy, running with the tiger.
Across America, people count on Exxon Extra, our highest octane unleaded premium ever. It quiets knocks and pings for smooth performance.
New York is ready for it. A newspaper with a fresh point of view. A paper that's colorful, exciting, fast-paced, and ready to take New York head-on. It's New York Newsday, with a perspective on New York that you won't find in the Times, the News, or the Post. So take a fresh, new look at the greatest city in the world. There's more New York in New York Newsday.
You're in it. High technology clutter. How do you cut through it to find a solution? Especially when your business communications needs are changing constantly. At Bell Atlantic, we can be the constant in all that change, identifying solutions to your communications needs. We're a family of companies, providing local phone service, paging and mobile communication systems, computer selection and service, installation and maintenance of information systems, and financing. In short, we filter through all the options to provide practical applications that meet your most demanding needs. And it's this genius for managing technology that separates us from the rest. The companies of Bell Atlantic. We make technology work for you.
Welcome back to the Met Center, where the Minnesota North Stars lead the New York Rangers 2-0, where between the first and second periods, Rangers outshot the North Stars 15-8, but Don Beaupre was red hot in that first period.
He sure was. He made some incredible saves. I can remember the glove save he made on Bobby Brook. That was a heck of a save.
And he stopped Ridley a couple of times.
He stopped Mike Ridley on a great snapshot from the slot, but then also there was a couple of missed opportunities by the Rangers. Goalposts and Osborne missing an open net, so, you know, that tells the story of that period, I think.
And the North Stars had a couple of opportunities, both on power plays, and they cashed in and went up 2-0. Let's take a look at those opportunities. First one they cash in, Big Willie Plett.
Well, I guess they really missed Willie Plett on the power play, but watch Willie Plett in front of the net, and the key here is watch Ronnie Scott's right leg as Broughton just shoots it in front, and Scott kicks, and the puck deflects right underneath. That's a beautiful deflection. And then he looks and sees it's in, and then the reaction after. That's what's nice.
The second goal is also on a power play.
Well, Broughton goes back to Hartsburg here, and the key to this play is Barry Beck in front of the net with Willie Plett. Bottom corner of your screen. You saw it just briefly. And watch, you'll see it again. There they are. Beck cannot get him out of there. Then Beck sees what's happening. He has to commit himself to go the other way to hit a guy. In the meantime, Bellows just banged that puck past Ronnie Scott.
Well, Broughton and Bellows both did a good job attacking the net on that play.
Well, that's the key, Sam. And when you got a guy like Willie Plett, he's very difficult to get out of there. He stands in front of the net, so that means he takes one guy out. And then the other two guys are creating a 2-on-1 on the other defenseman, and that's exactly what Minnesota did on that particular power play, and then that's why it worked so well. Also, the puck was bouncing a little bit, and then he hit it in the air, which helps a lot, too. And Ronnie Scott, both goals, he could not be blamed for any of them.
All right, let's take a look at the scoring summary in that first period. You'll see Bellows getting a goal and an assist. Broughton had 2 assists. Plett got his second of the season at 10:04 from Bellows and Broughton. Bellows his 7th from Hartsburg and Broughton at 16:20. And the shots on goal, the Rangers attacking the North Stars, and what they wanted to do to attack the North Stars defense. They did a good job. Beaupre coming up with 15 saves. We'll be back at the Met Center with the start of the second period in just a moment.
Introducing the amazing Minolta Maxim, the world's easiest SLR, because it alone has built-in automatic focusing. Look, Maxim's autofocus lets you get perfect shots before others can even focus. Change lenses. Maxim again gets the shots that used to get away.
Only the human eye focuses faster.
Minolta Maxim.
Only from the mind of Minolta.
This bud's for all that you do. You keep America going. You keep the juices flowing. You are the muscle, the hope and the hustle. You keep the country growing, and you make America work. And this bud's for you.
Here's to you, Beechwood Age, for that clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
This bud's for you.
North Stars 2 and the Rangers nothing. Moments away from the start of the second period of tonight's game. The Rangers on a 2-game road trip will be back on Monday night. Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Metropolitan Life and affiliated companies. Get Met. It pays. And by the Good Olds Guys, your local Oldsmobile dealers. And the Rangers will be home Monday and Wednesday nights against the Chicago Blackhawks and the Montreal Canadiens. And individual game tickets for those games are still available. You can call 212-564-4400 for information, or come out to the Garden Ticket office to get tickets for Monday and Wednesday night games. Upcoming on WOR-TV, John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd had an all-star cast in Steven Spielberg's epic wartime comedy 1941, presented complete and uncut Monday night at 9 on Channel 9.
That's a funny movie. I've seen it.
Rangers will have 6 seconds left in the power play.
You know,
now, when you get excuse me for a second, Phil, I want to ask you, when you play against a hot goaltender like Beaupre, and he was brilliant in the first period, does that frustrate you as a player, or do you have to just psych yourself up to come on and keep pushing them and pushing them?
That's what you have to do. It does frustrate you, but you have to just continue shooting at him. Shoot as much as you possibly can, so that you maybe, you know, a lucky one will bounce in, or he'll lose his concentration or something like that. And you also should crowd the net. By that I mean just converge on him, bump him a little bit if you have to, maybe just anything to get his concentration off the game. Cause him to maybe try to take a whack at you or something like that.
This program is authorized by Madison Square Garden Productions Incorporated solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this event, including the imposition of a charge for viewing the program without the expressed written consent of Madison Square Garden Productions Incorporated, is prohibited. Ron Scott, who was called up from New Haven on Monday. There you see Gord Shervin in the penalty box for another 6 seconds. Gord Shervin, who starred at the University of North Dakota.
Edmonton Oiler for a while. But with Edmonton centers, they didn't have room for this young guy.
Was a teammate of James Patrick at the University of North Dakota when they won the NCAA championship.
Only 2 teams in all the NHL so far this year have had the perfect rotation for goaltenders as far as one game off. Both Boston and the Islanders. Only 2.
Peters and Keynes, Rudy and Smith. Scott had trouble sending that puck around. It's centered in front, and Roberts deflected in the spot. The shot is blocked. Scott lost his stick. Now he's able to pick it up. Teams are back at full strength as Don Maloney comes across. Maloney gave it away to McKegney. Bob Rouse gave it away to Laidlaw. Now Ledyard. Rangers have scratched Willie Hubert. George McPhee is out with an injured thumb. Is expected to be out at least another week. And also scratched tonight Steve Patrick due to a touch of the flu.
That's an interesting camera angle. Right down, that fellow is right in between the 2 penalty boxes, or the 2 player benches. Sometimes that could be dangerous for the cameraman, believe me.
He's right on top of it. Scott Bjugstad, played on the 1984 U.S. Olympic team, sends it in. Beck takes it into the corner, lost sight of it for a moment. Now Helminen picks it up, checked by Bjugstad. Here comes Ruotsalainen. Sandstrom's ahead of him and gets the pass. Sandstrom against Langevin. Langevin, the former Islander, sending it out. Picked up in the waiver draft at the start of this season by the Minnesota North Stars. Sandstrom comes in with Helminen on the right. Sandstrom with a nice move is tied up by Bjugstad from behind. Helminen checked by Langevin. Puck loose in the corner. Sandstrom sends it behind the net. Giles beats Helminen to it and sends Broughton out. Now it's Bjugstad finding Bellows. Checked by Beck, and Helminen's coming back. Couldn't clear it. Now Pavlich finds a way out. Here comes Ruotsalainen. Hartsburg is there to meet him. Ruotsalainen throws it in the corner. Rangers go for a change. Scott Bjugstad plays the puck. Ryan Bellows lifts it to the Ranger line where Shell Samuelson stops it. And here's Dave Richter. Rangers poke it in, and the North Stars take it out. Hartsburg. Bouncing puck in the corner. Samuelson hit by Cicerelli. Sends it around for Eriksson. James Patrick poked away by Hartsburg, and here comes Eriksson across the line against Hartsburg. Takes him out. Dennis Marook up the boards. Hartsburg and Eriksson. Brook is in the corner against Lawton. Now Laidlaw comes down from the point. His pass intercepted by Hartsburg. Laidlaw with a good check. Eriksson has the puck. Hit by Cicerelli. Now Hartsburg comes over. Cicerelli wins the puck. He's bumped by Brook. Good check by Brook. Hartsburg tied up by Eriksson and Brook. Poke free. Eriksson has the puck. Greshner's in the slot. Good pressure. Rangers haven't been able to get free for a shot, but they're pinning the North Stars in. And a whistle stops play for a hand pass against the Minnesota North Stars with 17:23 to go in the second period.
Don't tell me you know about turbos until you go have some fun with this little puppy. The turbo on Mazda's new 626 GT is a new design that lights up at low RPMs and stays lit. But maybe you're not ready for this much fun.
Introducing Mazda's new 626 GT Turbo. 0 to 60 in 8.1, top speed 119, and a price thousands less than you'd expect for this level of performance.
Careful now. This one's mine.
17:23, there's Joe Murphy.
Joe Murphy, his brother Jack is just home from the hospital. I know he's watching us back in the New York area. Had some major surgery and is recuperating, is watching tonight. Murph said the Rangers won last night's game for Jack. Good. At the point, Ledger shoots, save, Beaupre. Rebound loose in the corner, sent behind the net. Roberts chased by Kelly Miller. Gordy Roberts, one-time Hartford Whaler, is checked along the boards, taken away by Ridley. Ridley looking for the puck. Osborne goes after Roberts, still has it. And now it's Bjugstad to Willie Platt. Open on the left side is Shervin. Shervin comes in, tries to beat Laidlaw, can't do it. Shervin still with the puck, drops it in the corner for Willie Platt. Ledyard on him. Back behind the net. And taken by Laidlaw. Gave it away to Scott Bjugstad for the shot that's blocked by Miller. Osborne and Roberts getting back. Osborne comes in. Osborne wide. Back behind the net. Beaupre plays it around the boards. Osborne and Roberts going at it. As Bjugstad comes up, Osborne and Roberts still going at it back in the Minnesota zone. Don Maloney off the boards, past Ruotsalainen. North Stars send it back. Now Maloney over skates and Beck plays it. 16:15 to go, second period. 2-0 Minnesota. Rouse and Sundstrom chase it. Comes to the side of the net. Loose puck. Here comes Allison around the net. He shoots, save, Beaupre at the post.
Looks like that net went up again. Look at the tackling in front of the net on Johnny Maloney. Now that is tackling, and I don't understand what is happening here. I mean, that's tackling. Now watch Mike Ellison pick the puck up off the boards, but look at Donnie Maloney, okay? Look at Willie Platt has Donnie Maloney's stick. He's holding on to it, holding on to it. Now watch again as Langevin, and then comes Platt again, and watch them just tackle Donnie Maloney. I don't understand. If you're going to call a game, call it right, or take up a new profession. I know I've been easy on the referees this year, but this guy, and he's Italian too, and he's aggravating.
Allison and Acton. Oh, no mercy from Esposito tonight. In front, Beaupre sticks it aside. Allison tried to shoot while lying down. And the puck cleared all the way down. Scott stops it for Beck. Rangers continue to apply pressure, but have not been able to break through.
You know, Sam, I know they've had some shots on goal, and the shot clock still is
Hasn't
at 15.
changed, that's right. Beck goes back for the puck. Hit the back of the net. Comes to Don Maloney. Now Giles plays it. 15:30 to go in the second period. Dirk Graham can't play it. Now picks it up. Dirk Graham has played very well for Minnesota thus far this season. Giles to Graham. Graham's fourth on the team in scoring with 3 goals and 9 assists. Here's Keith Acton. One-time Montreal Canadien. Keith Acton dropped for Graham, is behind him. Here comes Peter Sundstrom. Maloney wide on the left side. They cross. Drop to Maloney. Maloney pulls up and shoots off the skate of Langevin. James Patrick. Graham after him. Patrick drops it off for Sundstrom. Sundstrom with a back pass. Samuelson with a wrist shot that's wide. Pavlich has the rebound. Nice speed for Samuelson. Stick save, Beaupre.
He is sharp.
Clearing pass knocked down by James Patrick. Couple of good chances again by the Rangers. Beaupre stops it for Langevin. Chased by Helmanen. Clears it all the way down. It's on goal. Scott throws it out. Here comes Helmanen. Drops it in. Beaupre plays it. Now Hartsburg. Around the bellows. Good check by Sandstrom. Richter's clearing pass was deflected. Lawton over skates. Pavlich bumped with Lawton. Puck is finally pushed into the Rangers zone where Helmanen sends to Ledger. Ledger finds Hartsburg waiting in the Minnesota zone. Sandstrom is in the corner after the puck. He's double teamed.
There's another
penalty call.
Finally.
Richter holding with 13:57 to go in the second period.
Well, he should have had 2 before he got that one.
Data General asks, are you buying yesterday's technology? Data General, computer systems so advanced, we win more major contracts than any other company. Data General.
Dave Richter gets 2 minutes for holding at 6:03. The Rangers go on their third power play.
They're 0 for 2. They were 2 for 6 last night. At the point, it's Ledger. For the shot, it's high and wide off the glass. James Patrick and McKegney in the corner. Picked up by Ridley. Ridley checked by Rouse. Sent ahead for James Patrick. Patrick feeds for Osborne, broken up by Rouse. Patrick and Rouse tied up along the boards. Now it's Osborne. Osborne with Greshner in the slot. Osborne checked by Rouse. Back behind the net for Ridley. And it's clear.
You said Greshner in the slot, but he was way too far back. They can't get him the puck way far back like that. You got to move into a position to get the puck, not wait for it to come to you.
Ledger drops it in the corner. Osborne chases. Langevin there first, but it's blocked by Ridley. Ridley looking around, tied up, taken away momentarily, and then cleared by Broughton. Good job by Neil Broughton with 1:05 to go on the penalty to Dave Richter. 13 minutes to go, second period. 2-0 Minnesota. Sandstrom. Good move. Avoided Fellows. Hooked by Broughton.
Oh, wow.
Rangers still have the puck.
I'm not going to say anymore.
Beck. Wrists it off the boards. It comes to Helmanen, but beaten to it. Stopped by Ruotsalainen at the line. And out comes Broughton, 2-on-1 with Fellows. Beck is back. Broughton comes in. He shoots. Save, Scott. Big save by Ron Scott. Another shot by Langevin is a save. Beck has the puck. Rangers with a man advantage for another 30 seconds. 2 big chances by Minnesota. Nice move by Sandstrom. He's in, he shoots. Saved by Beaupre, and he holds on.
Langevin took a chance to hit Thomas Sandstrom at the blue line. Sandstrom put it in third gear, went around him, and had a good shot on net. Now watch number 6, Langevin. Oh, he just misses him. Sandstrom comes in and does a snapshot. But you see, he took that stick back again. I don't know whether I can explain that more properly. Broughton comes down. Now watch the left shoulder of the goaltender, Ronnie Scott. Bam, right on the left shoulder.
You need every part of your body. The shot clock is out of order now because the shots have not been added on. There's definitely been shots on goal on both teams. Ledyard at the point with 20 seconds to go on the power play. Greshner with room in front. The deflection is a save, and the puck pushed in by Osborne, but after the whistle.
Quick whistle
again.
Quick whistle by Merelli. Okay, let's take a look at Greshner. Now watch on top of your screen, Mark Osborne. Now Greshner passes it to him. He deflects it right there. Beaupre stops it. Again, it hit the goalpost again. Now that puck is loose. And they blew the whistle because he was on the other side.
Remember last night, Wicks was slow with the whistle, and the Rangers came up with a goal by poking at the puck on the goal line. Osborne in the corner. Roberts trying to take it away. And Richter is back. Teams are at full strength. Rangers are 0 for 3 on the power play. James Patrick. Pass deflected. Greshner to Patrick. 11:45 to go, second period. North Stars 2 and the Rangers nothing. Off the end boards. Played by Bob Rouse. Rangers change. Rouse carries. Deflected by Laidlaw. Scott stops the puck. Round for Don Maloney. He's checked by Dirk Graham. Laidlaw helps out. Peter Sundstrom. Lost his stick as he was hit, but here comes Allison with Maloney. Maloney to the net. Allison shoots. It stopped. Loose, and it's cleared aside by Hartsburg. Nice try by Allison and Maloney. Maloney just couldn't find the puck. He's just missing. His timing a little off. Laidlaw comes in the back pass. Just missed. And out come the North Stars. Down the right side, Dirk Graham. Drop for Hartsburg against Samuelson. Centered, and it's taken back by Laidlaw. Peter Sundstrom with a puck. Just under 11 minutes to go. Avoids the Rook. The shot wide. To the far side. Shot by Beck. There's a stick save by Beaupre. Maloney screening in front. Here's Brian Lawton with a puck for Minnesota. Lawton bumped by Beck, and Sundstrom takes the puck back. Now it's Hartsburg. Boy, it's been back and forth action for the last 5 minutes. Beck blocked that pass by Cicerelli. Sandstrom couldn't find the puck. Now Beck. Helmanen. Checked by Richter to Sandstrom for the shot, and a save by Beaupre again.
He got that one away quick.
Pavlich in the corner. Nice feed, but it's knocked away. Still loose. Hartsburg. Checked by Pavlich. Sandstrom comes over. And the North Stars clear. They want an icing. Want to slow down the Rangers right here. Beck with a touch. 10 minutes to go exactly in the second period. North Stars still lead 2-0.
Introducing a line of power tools designed to work as one with your hand. The revolutionary Black & Decker M47 series, more compact to fit your hand for better control, greater accuracy. And driven by the most powerful motor for its size we've ever built, the M47 series power tools. They work with your hand as if they were one. From Black & Decker, ideas at work.
10 minutes even left in the second period. Still 2-0. Stars leading the New York Rangers. They've added the shots now.
23 shots on goal for the Rangers, 11 for Minnesota.
I guess this guy has trouble putting them down as they happen.
They're happening very quickly.
Trouble pushing the button.
23 saves for Don Beaupre in half a game. Here's Greshner behind the net. Greshner tries to center in the slot. Sundstrom backhander, another save by Beaupre. He has been absolutely brilliant. In the corner. Back comes Brooks. Chased by Bjugstad. Greshner. Hooked by Shervin. Greshner gets away. Feeds Brooks. And Brooks drives it around. Willie Plett lets it go, and it goes all the way back to the Ranger zone. So back they turn.
That's a blast, boy. You ever try that in the rink?
Used up just about every inch of the board, sending it around. Ledyard lifts it up into the crowd. 9:15 to go in the second period. 2-0 Minnesota. Let's take a look at the scoreboard in the National Hockey League. Catch you up to date on what's going on around the league. Islanders lead the Devils 4-2. Devils had a big win last night over the Pittsburgh Penguins. Flyers lead Boston 3-2. Kerr has scored again for Philadelphia. And Sutter, Quebec leading Hartford 2-0. Nice.
Cue ball.
Washington trailing Calgary 4-2. And we'll pick up some other scores as we go. There are 8 games in the National Hockey League. Okay,
Look at that
Pittsburgh with Shedden scoring one of the goals. Shabbat got the other. Pittsburgh leads 2-0. Toronto leads St. Louis 2-1. Fergus has a goal. He had 2 last night in the 3-3 tie with Detroit. Vancouver leading Winnipeg 2-0.
Oh, boy.
Here comes Bellows. Backhand in front. Loose puck to Lawton. Shoots it wide. Vancouver
Ferguson will be going crazy.
Oh, Vancouver lost 13-0 last night in Edmonton. Bellows tied up. Out comes Ridley. Osborne checked by Rouse. Broughton sends to Bellows. Tries to find Lawton. It's behind him. And played by Grant Ledger. Checked from behind by Lawton. Here comes Ridley across the line. Bumped by Roberts. Osborne goes for the puck. Rouse ties him up. Ridley gets loose to play it to Kelly Miller. Miller checked by Roberts. Here comes Ridley. But it's knocked aside.
Look at this holding in the corner.
Miller is just, they're wrestling there. Gordy Roberts has done that a couple of times tonight. Just wrapped up a guy and held on. 8:21 to go in this second period.
I gotta sit down. I gotta sit down a little bit because I can't take much more of it either, Sam. Kelly Miller playing very well also. He made a beautiful pass last night to James Patrick. Between the legs of Randy Carlyle right on the stick, and James Patrick scored the goal.
Gordy Roberts, who was named for Gordie Howe.
That's right.
Out in center, Ruotsalainen has the puck with 8:10 to go. Ruotsalainen. Pass deflected. It's played by Richter. Dennis Baruch. Now Hartsburg picks it up. 8 minutes left. Almost stolen by Allison. Hartsburg double team clears it out. Rangers recover the puck. Beck picks it up. Hit the referee, Maruelli, and the North Stars able to keep it in the zone. Ruotsalainen tries the boards, but Marouk stops it. Nice feed across for Cicerelli. He's tied up by Beck. Don Maloney looks for the puck. Now looking to freeze it. Now he's kicking it up the boards. Trying to force his way out. Good move, but it's kept in by Richter. Now Allison will try to work it out. Can't do it. Cicerelli. Pulled down by Allison. Penalty call.
And Allison, I guess so. Now that's tackle also. But he called it.
I guess he figured he was getting a penalty anyway. Might as well pile on top.
This bud's for all that you do.
They said this city was through. You said, no way.
Each day the spirit's growing. Your pride is really showing. You make America work, and this bud's for you.
Here's to you. Beechwood Age for that clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
This bud's for you.
Mike Ellison, 2 minutes for hooking at 12:42. Let's take a look. Look at Ellison. He knocked Cicerelli down. Now watch what Sam was talking about.
Look at that.
Okay, ride him, cowboy.
He gave him he pressed him to the mat there. Third power play. North Stars 2 for 2. Graham's shot is blocked by Brook. Erickson to the puck. Broughton ties him up. Hartsburg to Graham. To Bellows. To Graham. Looking. Big crowd in front. Pletz causing trouble in front. Watch out. Bellows knocked down. Kept in by Graham. Now to Bellows. Looking for Pletz. It's Broughton to Bellows. Pletz is causing all kinds of trouble for Ledyard in front. Broughton. Shot goes high and wide by Bellows.
They're paying too much attention to him right now, too, Sam.
Here's Broughton, knocked away by Scott. Broughton gets it back, gets it to Bellows. And now to Graham.
Oh, what an elbow he just gives Ledyard.
To Bellows. Hartsburg shoots. Leg save by Scott, a good one. 1:05 to go in the power play for Minnesota. Rangers have got to clear the puck out. And Brook gets the puck and sends out Erickson. Hartsburg is back. Erickson tries to find Brook. He's pulled down. Nothing called. Willie Flett plays the puck. 6:10 to go, second period. 2-0 Minnesota. Keith Acton sets up. Back pass to Graham. Now to Hartsburg. Flett and Beck battling in front. That shot saved by Scott, and he holds on, and Beck and Flett start to go.
I'd like to see that one. Isn't that awful? I'm saying I'd like to see it.
What a battle. Two strong men. Willie Flett back for the first time in a couple of weeks.
Watch in front of that. Here comes play with James Patrick, and then Beck comes in. Now the shot comes through, and the goaltender, watch him try to knock him out of the way, and then underneath, get him a little bit. And that's when they went, and the crowd cheers Willie Flett, and
right.
They should. He's done a heck of a job in front of that net.
He is some tough guy to control in front. Big Willie.
Boy, I think this guy must be really, I don't know what their power play was really doing. And I mean, we give you the stats, but it sure has improved. 38 seconds left on the penalty to Mike Allison. The faceoff is deep in the zone for the New York Rangers.
38 seconds to go in the penalty.
Is that Kelly Miller taking that faceoff?
It is.
See, now that's something that surprises me about Teddy Sater. Kelly Miller taking a draw
Against Acton.
And he did this last night, too, and didn't win it. And Miller doesn't usually take faceoffs, and he wins that one and makes a liar of me, and I love it.
At the point, Roberts can't keep it in. Offside, Minnesota.
He took that draw beautifully. Where has he been?
31
Did
seconds
Gordy
to go
Roberts
now.
have an eye injury, Sam?
I'm not sure. He may have. I don't recall.
Or a nose broken or something that he's wearing that shield like that. Jesus, is this game getting to the point
I
where
think he may have been
wearing
injured
face masks?
last season. 5:45 to go in the second period. North Stars lead 2-0 on 2 power play goals, and they have a power play right now. Samuelson around the boards. Lawton has got his man tied up. And Acton back to Giles. Giles holds, now shoots, deflected by Kelly Miller. Miller gets to the puck, couldn't clear. Giles has it. Giles to Roberts. Roberts comes in, can't control, now sends it around. Osborne will get there, and out come the Rangers. Nice feed to Miller. It's off his stick. Teams are back at full strength. Miller gets around Giles. Miller holds. Miller shoots. It's blocked. Loose puck. Osborne behind the net. Osborne. Back pass to Laidlaw. He shoots. And a save by Beaupre. It deflected off Allison, rolled to the goal line, and Beaupre stopped it.
Another good save by Beaupre. Now watch Beaupre on the right. He has to keep his eye on this all the way. And he sure does.
Do you know me?
Who cares?
That, of course, is Garfield. He's fat,
full-figured,
ill-mannered, and to think I created him. But sometimes when I travel without the tubby tabby, people don't know my name, so I carry the American Express card, and wherever I go, folks treat me like a fat cat.
Fat chance.
To apply for the card, look for an application and take one.
The American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
As you look at the story of this game so far, the Rangers have outshot the North Stars in this period 10-3. Wow, Beaupre is the story so far.
25-11 for the game. 2-0 Minnesota. Dave Richter looks up ice, goes up the middle to Marook. Behind McKegney, and the Rangers recover. Ledyard finds a way in. Left side of Brook. Brook looking to center. Shervin on him. Double team, hit hard by Richter. Erickson has the puck. Shervin on him. Brook going back at Richter. Penalty coming up on the North Stars. Greshner comes in. He shoots and scores! Ron Greshner with a beautiful move. As the delayed penalty was called on the North Stars, Greshner gets his second of the season. It's 2-1.
Wow, this could break it out. Richter came in. Now watch Richter come in with Bobby Brook and hit him with an elbow right in the kisser. And then Bobby Brook turns around and pushes him. Richter pushes him back. And then Bobby Brook, and there's the elbow that, or the cross-check that he was going to get a penalty. Now, Greshner picks up the puck. Left-handed, backhand.
Oh,
beats Beaupre. Great play by Ron Greshner. And that breaks the ice. Here's another look at it. Richter had no business going in there after the guy as Ronnie Greshner scored in. He was so anxious to hit a guy, he had no business. There was already one guy in there.
On the 26th shot of the game for the Rangers.
Now, let's see.
Break through.
Let's see what happens here, because a lot of times when that happens...
Here comes a two-on-one. Bjugstad to Broughton. Back to Samuelson. Broughton comes in. He scores.
That is the worst thing that could ever happen right now for the New York Rangers.
What a move by Neil Broughton. It's 3-1 Minnesota.
James Patrick gets trapped at the blue line in a 2-on-1. I was about to say that it usually happens when a goalie's hot like that, you score against them, and all of a sudden the floodgates open. North Stars come back. There's James Patrick getting trapped. Here comes Broughton. 2-on-1 with Bjugstad. Now watch this beautiful move by Broughton. Samuelson goes for the other guy, lets the goalie take the shooter, and Broughton just puts it in. A beautiful play.
Pretty goal. 6th goal of the year from the man from Minnesota, Neil Broughton. He's got a goal and 2 assists in the game. 4:15 to go, second period. 3-1 Minnesota. James Patrick up the boards to Don Maloney.
When Patrick pinched in like that, nobody covered up for him.
Sundstrom.
There's an elbow.
James Patrick tied up by Rouse. Maloney, nice feed to Sundstrom for the shot. It's deflected. Beaupre may have gotten a stick on it. Allison for Maloney. Sundstrom's in front. Maloney tied up by Broughton. In comes Rouse. In center, Barry Beck plays the puck. The Ruotsalainen.
We'll give you the officials of the 2 goals that can happen very quickly in a sec.
Lifted in by Rouse. Beck will go back to play it. After the second period, my guest will be the North Stars head coach, Lauren Henning. Here comes Osborne. With a drive, hit the post. What a shot by Osborne.
Can he blast or what? That's the 3rd time Osborne has hit the goalpost tonight.
Beaupre moved his stick after the puck had bounced off the post. 3:15 to go. The cheers are for the announcement of the goal by Neil Broughton. Osborne. Kelly Miller. Back is Giles. Osborne tries to feed Ridley. Ridley is pulled down. And a whistle stops play as Beaupre smothers the puck.
The first goal of Greshner is second from Brook and Ledyard at 15-19. And when we come back, we'll give you the other goal.
Okay.
I send all kinds of stuff overnight. The one overnight express company that saves money for me is Percolator Courier.
A Purelator Courier.
Right. That's what I said.
I was paying lots more for overnight express till I switched to Pendulator Courier.
No. Purelator Courier.
Yeah, right.
With Purelator Courier, people know they get great service at great prices.
Purelator Courier.
But they have a little trouble with our name.
Purelator Courier.
If you want to save money and get great service, remember Purelator Courier.
Okay, the other goal, Broughton, his 6th from Bjugstad at 15:34. And that puts it up at 15:34, and now it's 3-1 with 3:02 left. That was the first shot on goal for the North Stars, too, in 7 minutes on Ronnie Scott.
Beaupre.
The 3 goals they scored, you can't blame Scott on any of them.
2 power play goals. And the one by Broughton caught on a 2-on-1. Whistle for touching the puck with a stick above the shoulder. Ron Greshner, the offender, with 2:52 to go. We are being most ably assisted by the outstanding announcer, Mike Emmerich, has joined us, who did a great job on radio last night in Winnipeg, decided to come down and catch tonight's game, and he's joined us in the booth.
He's been very good with the stats. He's a great statistician.
Man is a walking encyclopedia.
He sure is.
Greshner has the puck. Kirk Graham on him. We're glad Mike is with us, too. Sundstrom comes out, and it's taken away. Brook keeps the puck in, though. Langevin chased by Erickson. Out of the zone, Acton racing for it. Ledyard trying to get back. Ledyard broke it up. Greshner goes over to play McKegney. And Greshner's able to clear. No, stopped by Langevin. Stick save by Scott. Acton has the puck. Centers, and Laidlaw's there to intercept. Brook finds Jan Erickson on the left wing, and he drops it in. Beaupre plays it off the boards to Langevin. Gave it away to Erickson. Erickson tried to feed Allison. Allison in front, score! Peter Sundstrom! A beautiful
Wait a minute.
What happened here?
I don't know whether that puck went in or not.
The red light went on.
I know that, but the referee is questioning it, whether it hit the goalpost or not. And from my viewpoint, Sam, I don't know. I think it might have just hit the goalpost. Let's take a look, and the referee is questioning it.
He's checking. The red light went on immediately.
Well, the goal judge is coming out of the goal to talk to the referee.
Referee Dan Marawelli is waving the players away.
He's saying it's in. You can see him nodding.
I thought it hit the metal in the back of the net and came out. Let's see.
Okay, let's take a look at this play. Here's the pass across by Kelly Miller to Bob Brook, or to Allison, excuse me. Here's the deflection. Let's take a look. And that puck did not go in, Sam. It landed right on the line, went across and hit the other goalpost and did not go in. Watch, here's another look at it. Hits the goalpost, drops straight down, and that puck, now remember...
Oh, that bounce from that angle looked like it bounced across the goal line. From that angle, it looked like it was over the goal line.
Yes, it did. From that angle, it did. From the other angle, it didn't look like it. From where I'm sitting, of course, we're way up here. I thought it just hit the goalpost. But let's take one more look at it and see where it goes down. And... boy, it's pretty hard. That's
a tough one to call. Dan Marawelli is over at the official.
Okay, from this angle, let's take a look at this. Now watch the goal line. Keep your eye on the goal line and stop.
Wow. That is close.
See, I think if that puck was over it, it might have, well, it depends too on how it bounces. But I don't know what they're doing, and they haven't decided yet whether that goal counts or not. Donnie Maloney's talking to him.
It looks like it's going against the Rangers because
sure does.
Marawelli talking to Maloney and describing the line and saying it did not go across the line.
It sure does.
And the goal will not be counting.
Well,
no goal.
I was the Rangers, I'd be going crazy right now, even though we can't tell here either. If the goal judge puts it on and the light is on and everything else.
Did not cross the line. Goal light was put on in error.
But that goal judge, I don't think, unless he said, but he kept nodding. He kept nodding. It was in. Watch the light now. Watch on the right of your screen. I'll tell you when. Right there. So he thought, that's right, immediately.
There was no doubt in his mind.
And maybe the referee overruled him.
1:58 to go in the second period. It's still 3-1 Minnesota. Puck coming down. Scott playing it around the boards for Peter Sundstrom. Now Samuelson hit by Marook. But up the boards, here comes Mike Allison. Maloney wide on the left side. He left it for James Patrick. Sundstrom comes in. Knocked away by Richter. And Marook plays it with 1.5 minutes to go in the second period. Scott Bjugstad to Willie Platt. Back to Bjugstad. Offside, Minnesota.
The Rangers have hit 3 goalposts tonight, and, you know, they just got to keep on going against Lifetime Beaupre. 4 wins, 4 losses, 1 tie against the Rangers, and I'll tell you, he's been fantastic tonight.
I'll tell you something. It's going to be very interesting to watch what happens early in the third, because that can really take a lot out of the Rangers. They thought they had one. Beaupre has been absolutely brilliant. Yep. The Rangers have been frustrated, and then when you have one taken away or one that you thought was in, that can really deflate the Rangers. We'll see how they respond. Off the skate of Ridley, off the stick of Osborne, Gordy Roberts plays it. Shots are 28-14 for the Rangers. Goals are 3-1 for the North Stars. Ruotsalainen. Knocked away by Lawton. Bellows. Ruotsalainen on him. Bellows centers to Broughton. Less than 1 minute to go in the second period. Now it's Lawton to Bellows. Beck has got him tied up. Bellows along the boards. Good work by Brian Bellows. Finally taken out of the play, but it's Broughton playing it to Gordy Roberts. Roberts comes in. Penalty call. Looks like Bellows in the offensive zone takes a bad penalty.
He interfered with Mark Osborne. He just stood in front of him and knocked him down. And that's interference. Now watch Osborne coming in and watch Bellows. And knocks him down. That's interference. The guy didn't have the puck. You saw the referee put his hand up immediately.
44 seconds to go in the second period. 4th power play for the Rangers. They are 0 for 3. And they need one here if they hope to get some momentum going.
On this power play, they need to go.
If they do not score in 44 seconds, the penalty and power play will carry over into the third period. Pavlich, Sandstrom, Helminen, Ledyard, and James Patrick on. Sandstrom tied up by Roberts, and Acton sends it down. We'll be talking with Lorne Henning following the second period. We'll also take a look at some of the old familiar faces of hockey, maybe not so familiar. Then and now. Stay with us for that. Fine feature put together by Mike Emmerich. 18 seconds to go in the period.
For that one. I want to guess.
You'll recognize most of them.
Touche, man.
8 seconds to go in the period as Sandstrom drives one. Gloved by Beaupre. 5 seconds to go. And the puck sent around up into the stands, but the horn sounds. Second period is over. Again, the Rangers out shooting the North Stars 13-7. Got one goal, but just seconds later, the North Stars answered back.
That's right. And the North Stars have given up at least one power play goal in the last 8 games they've played. But tonight, this is their 4th. Now the Rangers haven't. They still haven't scored one.
Greshner scored for the Rangers. Broughton for the North Stars. End of 2. North Stars 3. Rangers 1. Back to talk with Lorne Henning, the coach of the North Stars, in a moment.
There are some special things in this world that only a handful of people can appreciate. Now, maybe you're not one of these people. But if you are, spend some time getting to know Mazda's new RX-7. But I'll warn you, it'll flat spoil you for anything else.
Introducing Mazda's new generation RX-7. Its engine has the smoothest flow of power in the world. No one has a more advanced suspension system, and no one offers all this at this price.
It's pretty special, like you and me.
Just for the fun of it, just for the run of it, the number one of it, Diet Coke. Just for the style of it, just for the oomph of it, the real cold taste of it, Diet Coke. Just for the swing of it, just for the cool of it, Diet Coke. Just for the look of it, from Coca-Cola, just for the taste of it, Diet Coke.
For years, office equipment companies have been on a collision course, going in their own directions, leaving business in a jam. Until now. Now there's 9X Business Information Systems, one company that can orchestrate all your office equipment needs and make it all work together in one network. Call the company that's leading the way. 9X Business Information Systems.
That's my neighbor, Fred. Last week, he needed $50,000 for an important business deal. Got it like that. And Roger just added an extra room for the kids. Where did the money come from? Their homes. With the manufacturer's Hanover Trust Home Equity Credit Line, you can get up to $250,000 just by writing a check and use it any way you like. See what I mean?
For more information, call 1-800-MH-LOANS. Manufacturers Hanover. We realize your potential.
Welcome back to the Met Center. We're between the second and third periods of tonight's game between the Rangers and the Minnesota North Stars. And my guest is the new head coach of the Minnesota North Stars, Lorne Henning. And Lorne, a lot of young coaches have come into the league the last 2 years. Do you feel that's an advantage for the coach to be younger nowadays?
Well, I think it is. I think the players are younger, and I think the thinking's younger, more innovative. It depends on the person. I know there's a lot of older coaches that think young and are outstanding coaches. I guess it just depends on the individual.
Now, does a coach have to relate better nowadays? Think of yourself as a player and all the years that you played in the NHL. Does a coach now have to relate better to his players?
I think the major part of the game now is communication. I think with the younger players, I think you have to know how they're thinking, and if you're not younger, you have to have a couple of good assistants that are younger and have a feel for the team. But overall, it's a younger players' game right now.
Now, you coached in Springfield, and you had some of these players in Springfield last year, but basically, you were new to them outside of the fact that they may have known you from your days as an assistant coach with the Islanders. What was your task as far as getting to know your players? How did you go about doing that?
Well, when I came in, we had a lot of one-on-one meetings. I got to know him on the ice from a lot of tapes, and a lot of the problems that we had in the past here were a lot of meetings, or a lot of people going in different directions. So we had through the meetings and cleared a lot of things up, and a lot of things were blown out of proportion. We just wanted to get a good handle on things and let them know where I was coming from, what I wanted from them, and just overall get to know the players off the ice.
There had been talk of dissension among the Minnesota North Stars last year. Did you find that existed? And if so, how did you deal with it?
Well, I think they had a lot of injuries last year, and a lot of people were just frustrated because things weren't going right, and a lot of people try to do things on their own and just go in different directions. I think that was the key, and so the main thing was just coming in and just getting everybody going in the same direction. Maybe with leadership quality, which is overblown a lot of times. I think a lot of times you have 1 or 2 people, but you need 20 people, whether it's blocking a shot, winning a faceoff, or whatever. And that's the thing that we tried to stress when coming in, and having different people lead instead of just relying on Hartsburg or a couple other guys, Giles. We had to get leadership from everybody, and I think they were relying on a couple of key people, and that's not the way to go. So we had to turn that thinking around, and overall we've made a lot of great strides, and hopefully we can turn around the win column.
Now, this is a team that I think most people around the league feel has a lot of talent that hasn't lived up to its full potential.
Well, we struggled a little this year. We were just starting to come. We're missing a little toughness. Willie Plutt's first game back tonight, and we're starting to come, and he got hurt, and that affected us a little. We got Matt Celine from the Islanders that gives us a little toughness, and he got hurt, and Payne's hurt, and Koulis is hurt. So we don't really have any tough wingers, and that's been one of our problems. We got a lot of guys that can score goals, but defensively we were making a lot of mistakes. We weren't strong in our zone, and it was hurting us. We were doing a lot of things offensively, but we were making a lot of mistakes defensively. So now we're kind of shoring up our defensive part of the game, and now we got to get back scoring goals again. So it's kind of a combination of both.
Okay, you've been around the league as a player, as an assistant coach, in the AHL for a year as a head coach. What's the most difficult thing being a new head coach in the National Hockey League?
Well, I guess there's a lot of things. I guess knowing your players and getting the most out of your players, knowing each night what they're going to do. It's frustrating at times. As I said, we were making great strides, and then we seem to go backwards. Some nights you think we had a couple of great days of practice, and we think we're ready, we're there, and then all of a sudden we go out and we're really flat. We haven't played well in our building, and that's frustrating. But I guess just knowing your team until you get them going and doing what you want to do and doing your system, and it is a little frustrating because you think you're there, and then all of a sudden you're back to square one, and that's the most frustrating part.
Lauren, thanks for being with us, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Lauren Henning, the head coach of the Minnesota North Stars. When we come back, we'll have more of New York Rangers hockey from the Met Center in Minneapolis.
Samsung VCRs and other fine products are available at Newmarket Lewis, Caldor, Crazy Eddie, Sam Goody, or call 800-255-2550.
Ivory's America's favorite soap, my name has come to mean a heritage of purity, a natural kind of clean.
99 and 44 100% pure. It floats. For over 100 years, those words have meant ivory. Today, ivory freshens more complexions and helps more people feel clean, look healthy than any other soap. For a natural and pure kind of clean, one soap still rises to the top. Ivory.
Rather amazing. A super high-octane gasoline with twice the detergent it had before to give you a plus. A detergent strong enough to actually clean dirty fuel injectors to give your car power and performance it didn't have before. New Mobil Super Unleaded. High-octane.
Welcome back to the Met Center in Bloomington, Minnesota. Minnesota North Stars leading the New York Rangers 3-1, despite the fact that the Rangers have outscored them 29-15. Next Saturday night, we'll be in the Forum in Montreal when the Rangers take on the Montreal Canadiens. Airtime 8 o'clock right here on WOR-TV Channel 9. And all next week, Join Channel 9's Sarah Lee Kessler for a special report, Understanding AIDS, a look at the facts and fears of this controversial disease, beginning Monday night at 8 on News 9 Primetime. Right here at the Met Center, where between the second and third periods, the North Stars getting great goaltending from Don Beaupre, leading the Rangers 3-1. Rangers will have a man advantage to start the third period. Rangers have had a lot of chances on Beaupre, but Beaupre has really come up big. Right now, we have a special feature put together by our colleague Mike Emmerich. We want to take a look back at some of the great faces in the National Hockey League, see if you can recognize some of them.
There's the past, a time of many memories, and a time for making new ones, known as the present. See if you can identify some of hockey's faces the way they were.
If you got Mark Howe, Fred Shero, and Harold Ballard, you're an ace in hockey, that's for sure. We'll be back with a look at second period highlights in just a moment. North Stars leading the Rangers 3-1.
You know that every time your kids call you collect from college, it costs you as much as $1.55 before they even start talking? Same with an AT&T credit card. $1.05 surcharge. For what? Now, GTE Sprint gives you a free travel code to save when you travel. So you give it to the kids. When they call, there's no surcharge. You save as much as 70%. And when they ask for money, you have some. Call Sprint. Find out about it.
Hey, OJ, isn't that Marcus Allen? Remember when you could do that?
Arnie, I may have lost a step or two, but I can still get through an airport in a hurry.
You mean you still got it?
Yep, right here, the Hertz Express Service Pass. It lets you go directly from your plane to your car without stopping at the terminal counter. There's no faster way out of an airport.
It's him again.
Hey, Marcus, come here. Do I have to teach you everything?
Marcus!
Not everything.
Hertz, the #1 way to rent a car.
Listen. Did you hear that? Or was it your imagination? The Panasonic VHS Hi-Fi gives you sound through your stereo so real, you'll wonder, is it a movie? Or is it in fact happening? Until you've seen the Panasonic VHS Hi-Fi. You haven't heard it all. VHS Hi-Fi video recorders from Panasonic.
Fuji Videotape presents New and Improved. It's easy to say new and improved, but what'll convince you? It's the magnetic particles, Captain. Chief, I've got a clear picture.
The sound, boss, the sound.
Oh, Mindy, the colors, the blue, the green, the bleemnip. Oh, sorry, not enough color.
I like to drink in the reds.
Man, you're gonna enjoy this.
Imitations can't do justice to Fuji's new videotape. Put the good stuff on the good stuff.
I'm Jimmy Connors, and it's about time you met my partner, my financial side.
All successful people and companies have a financial side.
Let's go, partner.
But to really be a winning team, you might need some help.
We need some help.
You need Payne Weber behind you for financial expertise, sound advice. We believe the quality of life just might depend on the quality of your financial services.
Thank you, Payne Weber. You're awfully stiff. You've got to loosen up a little bit.
The Minnesota North Stars are trying to break a 4-game winless streak, and they lead the New York Rangers 3-1. We're between the second and third periods. Wasn't that great, those faces?
That was really something. I got almost all of them. I missed Ballard, and I missed Freddie Sherrill, and I really didn't get Mark Howe either. Who could ever guess? Way to go, Mike Emmerich. That's all I got to say. You bluffed me on 3.
That was beautiful. Well, there were 2 goals in that second period. Rangers got back in the game for a moment, and then the North Stars led by 2. We'll take a look at the highlights. The highlights are brought to you by Minolta and the new Minolta Maxim. Only the human eye focuses faster. Rangers got to within 1 goal on this one by Ron Greshner.
Well, Richter comes in now and just nails Bobby Brook. Okay, now there's 2 guys on Brook. The puck is picked up by Sundstrom. He goes out. Now look at Richter. He goes in to get Sundstrom too and leaves Greshner all alone. There's where the mistake was made, right there. And Ronnie Greshner put it in, and the Rangers had their first goal, Brook and Ledyard, but it should be Sundstrom get the assist. Now, 15 seconds later, a 2-on-1 break. James Patrick pitches in. No one's backing him up. Out come Broughton and Bjugstad. And Broughton makes a one heck of a play. Watch him go in. Samuelson backs off, lets the goalie take the shooter. Beautiful deke. No chance whatsoever for Ronnie Scott.
Goal and 2 assists in the game for Neil Broughton. 3-1 lead for Minnesota. Then the Rangers thought they had one back, but the referee, Dan Marawali, disallowed it.
Well, let's take a look at this. Now, the guy to watch is Sundstrom right here. Here's the deflection. Puck hits the goalpost. Watch the light. Bottom corner of your screen. Watch the light. There it goes on. But Marawali says it didn't go in, and they talked to the goal judge, and didn't count. Look at this in front of the net. We talked about Willie Plett. Look at the goaltender hacking at him. Ledyard trying to get him out of there. They can't move this big guy out of there, and maybe they're paying a little bit too much attention to him. And Plett gives him a couple of shots, Grant Ledyard himself, and nobody can get him out of there, and he just keeps standing there. Look at this.
You say paying too much attention to him, but if you don't take him man on man and check him, he's all alone in front.
Yeah, but Sam, that's okay as long as, you can't move him out of there, so maybe it's better to concentrate on something else. No use taking yourself out of the play and concentrating so much on that one individual that you tend to give yourself go or let yourself go in other parts of the game. Grab his stick then. If you can't move him, just grab his stick.
Plett has been causing trouble for the Rangers. Rangers will have a power play to start the third period. We'll be set to go here at the Met Center in just a moment.
This bud's for all that you do.
Carlos, I need 100 of these by Friday.
My friend, I'm retired. My son is running the business now.
Oh. You know just where you're going. It's true, your pride is showing, cause you make America work, and this bud's for you.
Here's to you, Beechwood Age, for that clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
This bud's for you.
It's
amazing what a big, strong company Metropolitan Life is. MetLife and its affiliates manage assets of over $85 billion.
How much is 85 billion? That's how many people wish they had naturally curly hair.
That's how many games our ball team lost.
85 billion is how many grains of dust there are on Pigpen.
Wow, I didn't realize MetLife was that big and strong.
Get Met! It pays!
What's the fun of being born a girl? Brothers seem to think they own.
Come on, you guys, step on it.
We'll be right there.
Here we are.
Wow, is that you?
Boy, you're beautiful.
We got a taste. Save a Coke for me, you guys.
Sam Rosen, Phil Esposito, and the tremendous help of Mike Emmerich here at the Met Center in Bloomington, Minnesota. What a game Don Beaupre is playing in net. Beaupre, as Phil told you, has been the starting goaltender over the last 4 games as Roland Melanson has been sitting down. In fact, there were a lot of rumors that Melanson was headed for Los Angeles, but now Lou Nanne says all talks with L.A. are off. And there is Roland Melanson, the former New York Islander. He's 2-1-1 this year. Brian Bellows still in the penalty box.
Sorry, a minute and 16 seconds Bellows has left in his penalty. And the Rangers, I believe, have to get a goal in this power play.
If they get one here, certainly again, they can turn the momentum around.
That's right.
North Stars have been lifted by the outstanding goaltending of Don Beaupre. Halmanen lets it go for Pavlich. Taken away by Rouse. He's bumped by Halmanen, but it's cleared by Dirk Graham. Ruotsalainen up the boards to Sandstrom. Now Pavlich. Halmanen checked by Acton. Did a good job of tying Halmanen up. Here's Beck. 45 seconds to go on the power play. Beaupre dropped it off and gave it away. Sandstrom. Sandstrom holds the puck. Deflected to Pavlich. Pavlich walks in. Back pass to Ruotsalainen. Over to Beck. Beck shoots. Score! It may have been Sandstrom in front with a deflection.
Absolutely. Thomas Sandstrom standing in front of the net deflects this shot by Barry Beck. And again, it couldn't move him out of the in front of the net. Rouse couldn't move him out. Here's the pass. Beautiful play by Mark Pavlich. He goes back to Ruotsalainen. Over to Beck, and the key is on the left of your screen. You'll see Thomas Sandstrom deflect it right there. He may not have touched that.
You don't think so? You think it may have bounced?
I'm telling you, it might have hit a North Star right there. Right there, you see? And it might have hit Sandstrom too, but it did hit that North Star. Well, we'll wait for the official. Oh, boy, we're getting...
We'll both wait for
We'll both wait. Everybody will wait for him.
Greshner steals the puck and comes in. And then lost it and gets it back. Knocked away by Beaupre. Giles lost it to Erickson. In comes Greshner to help. Greshner looking in front for Brook. Greshner shoots and a leg save made by Beaupre. Now the North Stars, Neil Broughton comes out. It's Thomas Sandstrom getting credit for the goal. Beck and Ruotsalainen will get the assist. 18:30 to go in the second period. Rangers now 1 for 4 on the power play. It's 3-2 Minnesota.
And Minnesota now 9 games in a row they've allowed a power play goal against.
James Patrick goes back to recover the puck. Sandstrom's 5th goal of the season. Ridley just missed the pass. Rangers take it back. Shell Samuelson being hooked by Lawton and then bumped along the boards. Marook clears it out to Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli against Beck with a drive and a save by Scott. Controls the rebound nicely. And Miller sends out Ridley. Ridley looks to the right. Osborne is there. Then he dumps it in. Takes a slash from Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli has the puck. Beck. Tied up by Marook along the boards. Ridley. Osborne. Holds up. Finds Kelly Miller. Miller, Ruotsalainen to the net. The shot deflects into the corner. Ruotsalainen broke right down the middle. Here comes Dennis Marook. Down by Ruotsalainen. Gets it back from Beck. and throws it into the near boards. Maloney chasing. Gordy Roberts sending it around. Stopped by Bjugstad. Osborne works it free. Osborne looking for shooting room. Goes back to Ledgers. Ledgers shoots. Knocked down in front. Maloney hit the outside of the net. Gordy Roberts falls down. Maloney finds the puck. He's hit by Shervin. And Gord Shervin works it up, but it's blocked there along the boards by Sundstrom. Maloney, back pass to Ledgers. Ledgers taken away by Bjugstad. And he hits Willie Plett. And a whistle stops play. A two-line pass on the North Stars. 16:49 to go in the third period.
With Ruotsalainen getting that assist, that's 9 games in a row.
Yep, scramble. Let's not keep them waiting.
At the Eastern Air Shuttle, we have a crew on standby whose sole mission is to fly you to Boston or Washington whenever one of our regular shuttle planes is full. And for that reason, we at the Eastern Air Shuttle Service can guarantee you something no other airline can. A seat. The Eastern Air Shuttle, a guaranteed seat without a reservation.
As you look at the time remaining in the game, remember Greshner's goal?
Yeah.
A change, 1 assist from Ledger to Eriksson.
Okay.
At 15-19, so it's Brook and Eriksson.
From Brook and Eriksson, okay. As you mentioned, Ruotsalainen has at least 1 assist in 9 straight games now. Don Maloney hit by Giles. Maloney kicks it along the board. Sundstrom in the corner. Cross ice for Laidlaw is broken up in front by Langevin. Here's a 2-on-1, but Ledger's there to break it up. Lifts it in from the Rangers side of the red line. That's what I think. Rangers wanted to change, I guess. With 16:21 to go in the third period. Rangers trailing 3-2. Don Maloney is having a frustrating time. This is a difficult time for Don Maloney.
He'll come out of it. I have faith in that young man. Lots of faith.
He's been working hard. He's talking. He's getting advice, obviously. Everyone's going up to him and talking to him. Ted Sater talked to him at practice yesterday. I saw you were talking to him outside of the locker room. And I guess most people just encouraging him.
Well, that's all you can do. When a guy, you know, you go in the slump, the best thing to do when you go into the slump is do the best thing you can, what you do best. And Donnie Maloney's game and what he does best is in the corners. He's a tough guy in that, you know, and that's what he should be doing more than that.
Well, let's light up the scoreboard, see what things look like. Islanders defeat the Devils 3-2. That's a correct score. Bossy with a game winner. Flyers with Tim Kerr getting 2 goals lead Boston 4-2. Boy, the Flyers are playing great.
Are they ever?
Quebec leading Hartford 3-2 in the third. I got it right that time. Calgary over Washington 5-4 in the third. Murphy has 2 goals for Washington. Beaupre leaves it for Hartsburg. Ryan Bellows goes cross ice. Lawton shoots it in. Scott stops it. James Patrick tried to ward off the check of Broughton. Kept in. Here's Lawton looking for room. Now James Patrick. Here comes Sandstrom. Right to Pavlich. The man from Evelyn, Minnesota. Drops it off for Sandstrom, who shoots in a save by Beaupre.
Good shot by Thomas Sandstrom.
31 shots on goal for the Rangers. 16 for the North Stars. Back to the scoreboard to check things out. Pittsburgh is leading Chicago 2-1 in the third period. Darryl Sutter has scored for Chicago. Toronto still leading St. Louis 2-1. That's in the third period. And Vancouver leading Winnipeg 4-1. Oh, is Fergie going to be angry? There might be some shake-ups there. Watch out. Montreal and Los Angeles a later start. By the way, Toronto is winless in their last 10. 9 losses and a tie.
They're going for a record.
They tied Detroit last night 3-3. Beck drives it off the boards. Couldn't clear it. Now it's loose in front. Bellows tied up. And it's kept into the corner. Bouncing puck. Beck chased by Broughton. One hands it over. Now Ruotsalainen. He puts on the burst. Ruotsalainen met by Hartsburg.
There he goes to the left side.
Looks across. Wristed in front. Deflected by Greshner. Greshner and Lawton tied up. Hartsburg. Brook has him. And now Broughton has the puck. Just under 15 minutes to go in the third period. North Stars 3, Rangers 2. Ledger Brook. And back in the North Star zone. Beaupre has earned his money tonight. With 29 saves, Dennis Marook. Shot it ahead, it was blocked. Oh, big bump by Bjugstad on Ledger. Here comes Osborne. His pass blocked by Roberts. They get the sticks up. Things settle down as Shell Samuelson comes back.
Osborne is having a heck of a game, I'll tell you. A fantastic game.
Samuelson couldn't get it out of the zone. Marook blocks it. Laidlaw checked by Platt. Samuelson picks up the puck. There's Bjugstad to stop him. Ridley goes over. Bjugstad stops that. Now the Rangers get out. Osborne. Beaupre picks up the puck and steers it around to Bob Rouse. In center, Don Maloney intercepted, knocked back, but the Rangers still in the zone are offside. 13:57 to go in the third period.
I like the way Osborne is playing tonight. He's playing tough. He's missed a lot of chances.
High-performing V8 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. You only catch one like this once in a lifetime.
From your good old guy.
13 minutes, 57 seconds left. Third period. The Rangers trail the Minnesota North Stars 3-2.
Good check by Osborne, rather by Don Maloney. Langevin gets rid of the puck. Ciccarelli. Beck looks at him. Ciccarelli slows down and lifts it in. Scott plays it and goes away from it as Ruotsalainen gets it to Sundstrom. Out with Maloney. Maloney against Langevin. Ciccarelli comes back to help out. Nice feed for Ruotsalainen. Saved by Beaupre.
Great play.
Allison couldn't take it away. Clear to center. 34 shots for the Rangers. Allison checked by Langevin. Allison has the puck. Tries to find an open path. Maloney picks it up. Maloney looking. Maloney takes it too deep.
Hesitation. You see, he was looking for somebody to pass instead of concentrating on shooting.
Here's Ledger. Ledger throws it around. Sundstrom being tied up by Langevin. Shervin gets it to Lawton, who clears the zone. Laidlaw's back for it. 12:55 to go in the third period. 3-2 North Stars as Laidlaw comes in. Laidlaw to Ledger. Ledger wrist shot blocked by Shervin. Laidlaw picks up the puck. Now to Pavlich. Laidlaw. Sundstrom tied up by Langevin. Richter is checked by Helminen. Sundstrom along the boards. Trying to work it free. Three players left the puck along the boards. James Patrick has it, feeds Pavlich. Pavlich shoots wide. Off the glass and into the crowd with 12:26 to go in the third period.
Good shot that time by Mark.
本場所まで8日だ。おめえもっと太らないにかんぞ。はい。配食ちゃんこ鍋5杯は食わにゃいかん。はい。何しろカロリーだ。分かったな。はい。よし。
Isn't it amazing? Even people who don't care about dieting love Diet Coke.
Just for the taste of it. Diet Coke.
12:26 left. 3-2, still the North Stars leads. This is the third period.
Acton and Pavlich. Pavlich has got a lot of family and friends here tonight. In-laws are here. His wife Sue is back in New York, but her parents are here. Pavlich digging for the puck. It's broken up. Sandstrom checked by Graham along the boards. Now Pavlich. That shot goes wide by Helminen.
Rangers are applying a lot of pressure right now.
Richter lost it. Here's Helminen, try to feed Pavlich. Hartsburg sends it up the middle. Out comes Tony McKegney with Acton on the right. Passes behind Acton, and the Rangers get it back. Ramo Helminen, who scored his second goal of the season last night, shoots, and Beaupre saves. The rebound cleared. Good play by Rouse to clear that rebound away. Sandstrom has the puck. Walks out of the corner. Hit by Rouse. Acton takes it back. Helminen comes over, and now it's McKegney. 11:30 to go in the third period. 3-2, North Stars lead the Rangers. Ruotsalainen. His pass blocked by Bellows.
You know, Sam, Kent Nielsen only played that couple of power plays.
Right.
That's all he's played.
Now, in talking with Lauren Henning before the game, here's Bellows dropping it back to Broughton. Broughton looking for a shot. Beck ties him up. Greshner has the puck. Greshner rushes out. Greshner across the line, knocked away, knocked down by Sundstrom. Taken back by Rouse. And it's driven in. Stopped by Scott. Ledyard clears out to Brook. Brook comes across the line. Erickson crosses with him. Brook looks. Goes cross ice to Ledyard. Ledyard against Bjugstad. Ledyard works his way behind the net. Ledyard, the backhander, goes through the crease. Picked up again by Erickson. Feed to Brook. The shot is blocked. Grishner trying to get the stick on it. Holding is called. Gordy Roberts holding his stick. Rangers will have a power play. 10:24 to go in the third period.
Greshner's strength right there. Look at his strength. Now he tries to kick it. He tries to kick it back. Look to the partner. Couldn't do it.
For the best protection in a tough game, nothing tops the Cooperall girdle, except this. Introducing the new Upper Body Protector. The next step in the Cooperall system. Lightweight and comfortable, it stays with you on impact. Flexing and protecting like a second skin. Get the Cooperall Upper Body Protector, part of the Cooperall system, because when you get hit in the game of hockey, you get hit hard.
Ronnie Greshner draws the penalty. Gordy Roberts gets the penalty. And it's at holding at 9:36. And the Rangers go on their fifth power play. They're 1 for 4.
He had to call that holding.
Yeah.
The puck was right there, and Greshner couldn't get his stick near it because Roberts had a firm hold. Pavlich, Sandstrom, Helmanen, Ruotsalainen, and Beck. Sandstrom comes in. The loose puck. Dirk Graham over the stick of Beck. Fans wanted a tripping penalty on Beck. That's what the booing is for.
Acton dove a little bit, and the referee saw it.
Beck on the rush. 3-2 North Stars. 10 minutes to go in the third period. Langevin up the board. Stopped by Ruotsalainen. To Pavlich. Pavlich to Beck. Beck holding. Past Pavlich to Sandstrom. Comes side of the net. Knocked away. Good play by Beaupre. And finally cleared by Dirk Graham. 9:40 to go in the third period. Minute 15 to go on the power play. Langevin clears. Ledyard on with James Patrick. Broughton chases Ledyard. Osborne takes the puck. Takes it in, looks and shoots. Blocked by Langevin. Back passes out of the zone. Langevin has done some good things on defense for Minnesota. James Patrick. Offside was called. Big collision as Giles banged into James Patrick.
Right there, what James Patrick is asking, who was offside? I was watching Patrick come in, and Giles just takes a run. Here's what Giles does best. He just likes to run at the guy. He gets a good shoulder block in there, and they both go down.
50 seconds to go on the Rangers power play. 9:14 to go third period. 3-2 Minnesota. North Stars have led all the way. Led 2-0. 2-1, then 3-1. Now 3-2. And good play by Bellows, sending it all the way down.
Yes, he did. He beat Osborne to it.
James Patrick with Bellows forechecking for Minnesota. Now Broughton. Here comes Ledyard. Ledyard with Ridley in the middle. Ridley trails the play and picks up the puck. Ridley. Greshner's shot was blocked and taken away by Broughton. Cleared all the way down. 25 seconds to go on the power play. And it's set up into the crowd, stopping play with 21 seconds in the power play. 8:45 to go in this third period. Rangers out shooting the North Stars 34-17, but a good job Well, Bruce Beck didn't make the trip, but we welcome him anyway. Bruce certainly contributed to the feature before of It Happened in the NHL in October. Nice job.
It sure happened.
There's Greshner. Did you love that guy going in on Peters in Vancouver and scoring the goal?
But I like Peters' reaction. He just stood there like he didn't even make a move.
And then the guy went to the penalty box and sat down. Hey, this is a nice seat. Monday night, Rangers home against the Chicago Blackhawks.
Boy, are they having trouble, aren't they?
Oh, boy. And tickets still available for that one. Here's Greshner in the corner. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Greshner past Osborne. Ridley picks it up in the corner. Ridley to Osborne. Osborne looking, holding, looking. Back pass, Ruotsalainen, and it's out of the zone. Roberts is back on. Race for the puck. Bjugstad comes in. Bjugstad shoots wide. All the way out. Ooh. Ron Scott and the Rangers breathing a sigh of relief. Sent back in. Off the boards. Beck had McKegney tied up. Ruotsalainen picks up the puck. 7:55 to go in the third period. Maloney. Sundstrom on the left as they come across. Sundstrom takes the back pass. Sundstrom, the shot stick save. Beaupre. He's got the rebound. 7:47 to go in the third period, and the North Stars still lead 3-2.
You know, the Rangers didn't score in that power play, but kept the puck in the zone quite a bit, and that's the key. Look at Greshner and Marouk right here. Trying to kick his feet out from under him.
Introducing the amazing Minolta Maxim, the world's easiest SLR, because it alone has built-in automatic focusing. Look, Maxim's autofocus lets you get perfect shots before others can even focus. Change lenses. Maxim again gets the shots that used to get away.
Only the human eye focuses faster.
Minolta Maxim.
Only from the mind of Minolta.
There we have it. So far, the story of the game.
Ledyard at the point. Ledyard's shot is deflected. Sundstrom was pulled down in the slot. Out comes Marouk. Maloney gets back. It's 3-on-3. Cicerelli shot. Save shot. Rebound is loose and is picked up by Allison. Collided with his own man. Centered for Marouk. He's pumped. Loose puck and picked up by Sundstrom.
Oh, boy, did Laidlaw get away with a penalty. He should have had a penalty on Cicerelli. Wow.
Ledyard with a wrist shot. Knocked away with a blocker by Beaupre. Cicerelli collides with Sundstrom. Maloney plays it to Allison. Knocked away by Richter. There's a man in the goal, and a penalty's coming up on the North Stars. Cross-checking is the call. Hartsburg will go, and another power play chance for the Rangers with 7:06 to go in the third period.
See, that's frustration setting up. Watch Hartsburg on the right of your screen. He cross-checked him. And there's no doubt about that one, but Laidlaw should have had one.
If after 90 days of Sprint direct dial service you're not completely satisfied, Sprint will pay your local phone company's switching fee to return to AT&T. Okay, that's for the lawyers. This is for you and your business. GTE Sprint is guaranteeing their new direct dial service. You got to be happy getting Sprint savings without dialing a bunch of extra numbers. Or they'll send you back where you came from. Call Sprint. Find out about it.
Here's what we were talking about Laidlaw. Now watch Laidlaw on 20. Right here, look. That's interference. I mean, he dove a little bit, but Hartsburg gets the penalty at 12:54, and the Rangers go on their 6th power play. They're 1 for 5. I believe, Sam, that they have to score on this one.
They're running out of time and out of chances. They're out shooting Minnesota 37-17. Pavlich has the puck. Pavlich goes back to the point to Ruotsalainen. Stops it. Checked by Graham. He goes across ice to Ledyard. Helminen checked by Roberts. Sandstrom. Acton to the puck to clear. Ruotsalainen heads up ice. Goes across to Ledyard. Now to Helminen. Tied up and cleared. Good play by Gordy Roberts. North Star stood up well. Scott plays it up the board to Pavlich. Dirk Graham forechecking. Now it's James Patrick. Helmanen on the right. James Patrick to Helmanen. Drops it in the zone. James Patrick picks it up. Patrick to the goal line. Rouse knocks him down. Pavlich has the puck. Pavlich with Sandstrom behind the net. James Patrick in front. Sandstrom to Pavlich. Back pass deflected and cleared by Neil Broughton. 55 seconds to go in the power play. 6 minutes to go, third period. 3-2 North Stars. Broughton forechecking for Minnesota. Ridley lost it. Beck picks it up. Beck sends it in. Three-men chase. Taken by Ridley. Back pass to Beck. Beck to Ruotsalainen. Ruotsalainen goes cross ice. Nobody there. Osborne. Back pass to Beck. Beck winds it around. Osborne try to get it to Pavlich. Beck takes the slap shot. Save Beaupre on the deflection by Ridley.
I was just going to say they're passing too much. You got to shoot.
Pavlich. Back pass. Ruotsalainen. Wrist shot. Wide. Bounces side of the net. Pavlich hit hard. And the whistle stops play as Osborne was taken down. 11 seconds to go in the power play. And the North Stars still holding on.
Dave Langevin tackles. Watch on the right of your screen. You'll see as Pavlich goes, Langevin, number 6, tackling Mark Osborne. Not yet. Right now, watch. And then Bellows comes in and really
he nailed it.
Gives Mark Pavlich a good body check. That was a clean body check.
5:17 to go in the third period. North Stars 3, Rangers 2. 11 seconds to go in this man advantage. Greshner, Brook, Erickson, Laidlaw, and Ledyard. Greshner and Acton on the draw. Greshner to Ledyard. To Laidlaw. The shot is deflected. Erickson tied up by Rouse. Overcomes Brook. Laidlaw. Erickson. In the slot. Greshner scores!
Boy, did he snap that. Boy, did he snap that shot.
The power play was over, but Greshner with his second of the game lifting it over Don Beaupre's left shoulder. It's 3-3.
You know, I talked about snapshots. I want you to watch this. This is beautiful snapshot. Here's the play. It goes to Bobby Brook. The right of your screen is Greshner. Watch him stop the puck, then turn and snap. Right there. That puck didn't leave his stick, and a beautiful, beautiful goal. Again, let's take a look at it. He backs off like he should. Backs off. Get into position by the hash marks. Gets it. Roberts goes down instead of trying to check him, and Ronnie Greshner beats him for his second goal of the night.
It was over the glove. It wasn't as high as I first thought. Greshner tied up by Hartsburg. Centers. Here's Ledyard. The shot deflected. Greshner feeds to Erickson, who was blocked and cleared in the corner. Look at the pressure by the Rangers here. Taken away by Marook. Ledyard with a check along the boards as the Rangers try to keep it in. McKechnie finally dumps it out to center. 4:30 to go, third period. The Rangers have tied it for the first time in the game. 3-3. Willie Flint with a big hit on Greshner. Hartsburg finds Marook. It's over his stick. Offside. Minnesota with 4:15 to go in the third period. Watch this hit by Willie Flint on Greshner.
Yeah, he's trying to get the guys going. Watch, he uses his arms and elbows pretty good. Here he comes. Now watch him sort of lean in. That's a good body check. That is a good body check by Willie Flint. That goal, Greshner, his second of the night and third of the year. Laidlaw and Jan Eriksson get assists. Bobby Brook should have an assist on that goal.
Absolutely.
Not Laidlaw. 14:59, but that's the official.
Brook made the pass.
I don't understand it. Last night, the same thing. These guys that are official scorers better sharpen up.
Sometimes they watch a different game.
Maybe.
Here comes Ruotsalainen. He comes in with a drive. Save, Beaupre. 4:06 to go. The Rangers have fired 39 shots on goal. Beaupre with 36 saves.
Minnesota has only 2 shots in this period and 6 in the last 26 minutes. Now that tells you how well the Rangers are playing defensively, and offensively they've gotten 39 shots. You can't ask for more than that. Beaupre has been outstanding, or else this game would have been a blowout.
That's right. Beaupre has been absolutely brilliant for Minnesota, but the Rangers have finally forced their way through. Greshner coming through with a goal to tie it at 3-all with 4:06 to go in this third period. Langevin checked by Allison. The Rangers continue to press. That shot is stopped by Beaupre, and he smothers the rebound as Maloney was at the side of the net.
The Rangers are working hard, getting a lot of opportunities. Again, Beaupre comes big up in a save with Donnie Maloney. This is what I don't understand. Maloney and Sundstrom changing this. They're both left-hand shots. They don't have to change in this one. I don't understand that.
Langevin has the puck.
Usually you change to be on the off wing, you know, so you come across. But they're both left-handed shots.
This is Gord Shervin. Shervin comes in. Marouk on the right side is open. Marouk is in. Shoots wide. Allison. Giles throws it back in. Danger for a moment for the Rangers. Marouk went wide with a shot. Gets the puck. Marouk centers. Allison deflects it. It's out of the zone. 3:25 to go in the third period. Tied 3-3. Gord Shervin dumps it in. North Stars change. Shell Samuelson. Kelly Miller. Taken away by Bellows. The Rangers clear to center. It's Ridley. Has Miller ahead of him. Miller chasing after it. Tied up by Gordy Roberts. Now it's Rouse to Bellows. Rink wide. He finds Brian Lawton. Heading for the net is Broughton. Broughton goes for the puck. Back to Lawton for the shot. Deflected wide. 2:50 to go in the third period. Out of the zone, all the way down. Gordy Roberts plays it. Broughton in against Ledger. Deflected. Good play by Ledger as he takes Broughton out. 2.5 minutes to go. Osborne going at it with Lawton in center. Gloves are down, and it's just a little bit of a wrestling match at this point.
Yeah, they just grabbed each other. It started with a body check by Osborne on Lawton, and Osborne just kept going at him. He's really intense tonight, Osborne. He's really into this game. Mark Osborne. Osborne and Lawton will probably get, I would say they're only going to get 2 minutes for roughie.
2:32 to go in the third period. The Rangers and North Stars are tied 3-3. We'll be right back.
Introducing something new and rather amazing. A super high-octane gasoline with twice the detergent it had before to give you a plus. A detergent strong enough to actually clean dirty fuel injectors, to give your car power and performance it didn't have before. New Mobil Super Unleaded, high octane with a plus.
Brian Lawton in the penalty box, Mark Osborne in the penalty box. We haven't received word of what they've gotten yet, but 2 minutes, 32 seconds left in the third penalties.
On the Rangers, number 19, Mark Osborne.
Don't forget, a couple of big home games coming up, Monday night and Wednesday night, and individual game tickets are still available for the Rangers and Blackhawks, and the Rangers and the Montreal Canadiens. Come out to the Garden ticket office, pick up tickets. We'll call 212-564-4400. Rangers come in, save Beaupre.
What a stop that was.
No loss of manpower, still at full strength. Skating 5 aside, 2:15 to go in the third period.
They got 5 minutes each for fighting.
Not much of a fight, more of a wrestling match.
17:28 the time of those penalties.
Bellows trying to come out in front, was knocked down, then he tripped up Pavlich. Pavlich goes right back, watch out. Pavlich is on Bellows. Narowelli's looking at it. Acton. Laidlaw takes him out. Hartsburg keeps the puck in, 1:50 to go. Knocked down by Ledger. He's tripped up. Out come the Rangers. Brook lost control.
It's a wonder we haven't had more fights in this game tonight by all the stuff that he's been letting go on both sides.
Ledger drives it out. Giles comes back with a puck. And back into the Rangers zone. 1.5 to go in the third period. Tied 3-3. McKegney chases Ledger. He plays it off the boards to center. Brook picks it up. Rangers are offside. 1:21 to go. Brook doesn't understand the offside. Didn't like the call.
Yeah, that
Miller
was a
on
pretty
the right
close
side.
call. That was a pretty close call on that.
1:21 to go. Third period. Strong effort for the New York Rangers. 39 shots on goal, maybe even more. I didn't see a change.
Oh, yeah,
after
they
that
haven't changed. But
last save.
this, and Minnesota has only had, I think, 3 shots since. And it's incredible.
Flyers have won again. They
Look at
beat
that.
Boston tonight 5-3.
Whalers beat the Nordiques.
Wow. Beck drives it in. Sticked aside by Beaupre. Langevin has the puck. Up into the crowd it goes. .112 to go in the third period.
Dave
Dave Langevin. He's from Minnesota. Had those so many years, fine years with the New York Islanders. Flyers have won 10 in a row. Boy, are they something else. Ron Greshner, 2 goals tonight. And he scored the tying goal here in the third period, just after the Rangers' 6th power play had gone by the boards. Greshner scored at 14:59.
Look at him. Look at him talking to Erickson. He's telling him, get him in there. Get in there and get towards the net. He's going to try to draw it back on his forehand to James Patrick. And tell, by the way, he's stopping Marook and then go in. But Marook puts his hand backwards, and that's when you got to go after the guy's stick.
Nice play by Greshner, taking it away from Langevin. Langevin holding him, pulling him down.
Boy, oh boy.
Greshner gets up, 59 seconds to go in the period, and the whistle stops play.
Greshner, look at him, look at that. Ronnie's having quite a hockey game. And last night in Winnipeg, he scored his 500th NHL point as a New York Ranger. And as an NHLer, he's only played for the Rangers, and his 350th assist in that.
And his parents were there to see
That's right. He's had a fantastic year, and he's playing a fantastic career, and he's playing super this year for the New York Rangers.
Okay, that moving him up from defense to center was a very key move. It's helped the Rangers, the entire team.
It absolutely has, and he's going to get better as the year progresses. You watch.
Giving them more size and strength at the center position.
Which they need.
55 seconds to go in the third period. 3-3 the score. Brook takes the puck. Shoots it across, it's blocked. Marook dumps it out. 45 seconds to go in regulation time. 3-3 the score. Acton surrounded. Offside. Ridley breaking in just ahead of the puck.
Good call by Randy Minton that time. Ridley was offside. About a foot or so.
Mike Ridley is really happy that he got that return home to Winnipeg over with. Boy, was he nervous last night.
Yeah, he was. He really was.
A lot of friends, family.
So was Grant Ledger. Before the game, he was ready about an hour and a half. He came out to the dressing room and I got to slow down.
40 seconds to go. 3-3 the score. Rouse off a stick and into the Rangers zone. Ledger. Brook. 3-man rush for the Rangers. North Stars get back. Sandstrom, backhander, steered aside by Beaupre. Kept in by the Rangers with 20 seconds to go. Sandstrom comes out of the corner. Brook with a shot.
What
it's
a
blocked
stop.
in front.
He made the save. He stopped that puck, Sam. He didn't see it, but he stopped it.
I thought it might have hit Broughton.
Oh, my Lord, look
Here
at this.
comes McKenzie. Save Scott.
Oh, a save.
6 seconds to go. Ron Scott stops McKenzie. Oh, man.
Wow.
Is that a big save for Ron Scott?
It sure was. The puck bounces over the defenseman's stick. Ledger, and here comes McKegney. And watch Ronnie Scott just hold his ground beautifully and make a great save on Tony McKegney.
Ron Scott called up Monday from New Haven, where he was 3-4 with a 3.45 goals against. And he wants to make the most of this opportunity.
He sure does.
6 seconds to go in regulation time. Rangers talking things over.
Well,
An important
that's
face-off.
right. It really is a big face-off here. We got Dennis Marook If Dennis Marook puts his hand backwards, it's the only time he's half tough in the draw, but he cannot draw the puck on his forehand. Look at Tony McKegney. He's mad.
Now, Pavlich is taking the face-off. Should Pavlich try to push it forward to try and get it out of the zone?
He's got to put it on his backhand, and Marook cannot draw this puck on his forehand very well. He's never been able to do it anyway, and I'd be very surprised if he got it back on Pavlich, and because he's good on his backhand, but he's not that great on his forehand.
Rangers crowded in front. Dirk Graham, Scott Bjugstad in the slot for Minnesota. Pavlich and Marook on the draw. 6 seconds to go in regulation time. Tied 3-3. Everybody a little jumpy. Loose. Sundstrom has the puck. Checked by Bjugstad. 2 seconds to go. Here we go to overtime. Well, the Rangers were down 2-0, 3-1, and came back with 2 goals in the third period. There's Tony McKegney. You can see his face. He said, I had the chance. And Ron Scott came up big to stop McKegney with 6 seconds to go. Beaupré had quite a game. End of regulation time. Rangers 3, North Stars 3. We'll be back at the Met Center with overtime in just a moment.
The memory of your first new car, like your first new love, never goes away.
The Oldsmobile Forenza. If you're getting your first new car and 7,800 and change sounds good, get the Olds Forenza. With a Forenza, you'll always say your first was your best.
The memory never goes away from the good old skies.
Manufacturers Hanover Trust is taking banking out of the bank. No more bank lines. No more banker's hours. No more bank. It's bankless banking. And you can do it almost any place you happen to be, even your own hometown. For more information and a free bankless banking kit, just call us at 1-800-MHT-BANK. 1-800-MHT-BANK. Manufacturers Hanover's bankless banking. We realize your potential.
Welcome back to the Met Center in Bloomington, Minnesota. We're going into overtime. Ronnie Greshner tied it up with a great snapshot. He really blasted that. Watch this. Oh, that's this is the Sandstrom's goal on a Beck deflection. Sandstrom goal, yeah, and he deflected it from Beck.
Now you got it right.
And here's the Ron Greshner goal now. The puck goes into the corner to Jan Eriksson. Eriksson goes back to Bob Brook. Brook puts it out to Ron Greshner, who snaps it. And that was beautiful. They gave the assist to Laidlaw and Eriksson, and it's got to be Bobby Brook. And if I can see it on a replay, why in the heck can't they?
All right, 5 minutes, sudden death overtime. We are set to go. Have to tell the fans that Vancouver defeated Winnipeg 7-2.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
Winnipeg has lost 3 in a row, giving up 7 goals in each of those games. Rangers are 0-2, both those overtime losses to the New Jersey Devils.
Lifetime, the Rangers are 7 wins, 10 losses, 19 ties in their history.
North Stars 3 ties, 1 here at home against Montreal, on the road at Detroit and at St. Louis. Sandstrom dumps it in.
Usually it's a quick goal in overtime. We'll see what happens.
Roberts plays it up the boards. Bjugstad finds Broughton. Ledyard knocks it away. Laidlaw covers up. Broughton and Laidlaw on the board. Sandstrom dumps it out. Brook bangs with Rouse. Pavlich finds Sandstrom. Sandstrom hit by Rouse. Pavlich tries to work it free. Beck wanted to go cross ice, nobody there. Roberts has the puck. Here comes Pavlich. Pavlich. And a whistle offside.
Now, we talked about, you know, usually I said it's a quick goal at the beginning. Mike Emmerich, crack statistician that he is tonight.
He's the best.
He gives us 6 overtime winners this year. In the first minute, there are 3.
Okay.
The second minute, there are 1.
Yeah.
And the fourth minute, there are 2. That's 2.
Thank you.
This is the 21st overtime game in the National Hockey League this year. 15 have been ties. 6 have been won, 5 by the visiting team. New Jersey's the only one that has a home victory.
That one's against the Rangers, as we mentioned. Here comes Kirk Graham, 3-on-2. Graham across the line. He shoots, saves, Scott.
Good stop.
Beck clearing it out. Here come the Rangers back. Don Maloney across with Allison. Feed to Allison. And it's blocked by Giles. Graham. Out come the North Stars. McKegney to Acton. Back to McKegney. He shoots. It's blocked. James Patrick picks it up. 2 men on him. Graham in the corner and McKegney along the boards. Maloney hits Allison with a good pass. 3:35 to go in the game. Ledyard picks up the puck. 3-3 the score. 3.5 minutes to go in overtime. 2 men forechecking for the North Stars, but the Rangers get out. Platt takes it back. Langevin from the red line. Scott plays the puck. Greshner at the near side with Bjugstad. Works it out. Here comes Ledyard. 3-on-2 Rangers. Ledyard across with Greshner and Erickson. Greshner shoots, and it's blocked by Roberts.
He telegraphed that.
He waited and finally let it fly. 3 minutes to go. Bjugstad across. He shoots, and he scores from the blue line.
A beautiful shot by Bjugstad, but Ronnie Scott knows that he missed this one. He just missed it. But he shouldn't feel bad. He's played very well. Bjugstad scores the goal on a beautiful shot from just outside the blue line, right on the stick side low.
Wow. Ron Scott may have been screened on that shot.
Sam, from that distance, you shouldn't be screened. I think Ronnie Scott will be the first one to tell you he just missed it.
3:04 is the time of the goal, and the North Stars have broken a 4-game winless streak, and the Rangers are now 0-3 in overtime.
Okay, now let's take a look at it. Rouse gets the puck. There's Bjugstad coming up the middle as Platt gives it to him right now. And he just gets to the blue line, and he just blasted. Ledyard is there, and he just blew it by him. That's all there is to it.
He may not have picked it up right away with Ledyard there.
I agree. I mean, obviously he didn't, or else he would have made the save. But look at that. That's a beautiful camera shot on how you lean into a slap shot and beat Ronnie Scott on the stick side.
5th goal of the year for Scott Bjugstad. It comes at 3:04. And the North Stars have beaten the Rangers 4-3. Tremendous effort by the Rangers.
They had 42 shots on goal.
42 shots on goal to 22 for the North Stars. But once again, the Rangers have lost in overtime 4-3. We'll be back at the Met Center to wrap things up in just a moment.
The next time you rent a car, consider your choices. Hertz or
If you've got your mind all made up about small cars, then you're watching the wrong commercial. But if you'd like to learn about something special, this new Mazda 323 is built on an extra rigid platform to give it the ride of a larger car. It could just change your mind about small cars.
Introducing the all-new fuel-injected Mazda 323 Sports Sedan. So refined and so advanced, it's the road car of small cars.
But don't listen to me. Drive one.
Escape to a technological breakthrough, the new Data General 1 Portable. A full-size screen, IBM PC software compatibility, 2 built-in disk drives. The Data General 1, it gives you everything the PC gives you, in a size so small, it could fit inside the PC. And it gives you something else, freedom from your desk. The new Data General 1.
Who says you can't have it all? Who says you can't love your work and the change of pay? Who says you can't have light beer with super premium taste? Michelob Light. Oh, yes, you can. Michelob Light. Oh, yes, you can.
Super premium taste and a less filling beer.
Michelob Light. Oh, yes, you can.
It's a heartbreaker. The Minnesota North Stars defeat the Rangers 4-3 in overtime on a tremendous blast from just inside the blue line by Scott Bjugstad.
Okay, Rose picks up the puck. That's Bjugstad breaking up the middle, then he fights off a check and then keeps on going, ends up getting the pass from Willie Plett. Now watch Ledyard go knock-kneed. See, go knock-kneed and the puck goes off the right skate of Ledyard. You know, that may have hit or deflected off his skate a little bit. I don't know, but he beat Ronnie Scott clean, and I'm sure that Ronnie Scott will be the first one to tell you he just missed it.
Tough loss for Ron Scott and the Rangers. North Stars, a big win for them as they break the winless streak. We'll be back at the Met Center in just a moment.